We are live,
Are you
and
streaming it to me?
I'm doing that now. I just had to open it up first. All right.
Cool. Yeah, I'm excited. All I know about it is that it's like a dating sim, but instead of like you being the person, like you're helping like matchmake other people.
Okay.
And I've been watching it like come together over the years, so not years, like over like the year or two. Excited.
Oh, shapes. Lots of
Shape.
triangles.
We love a shape.
I
I
do-
wish I
I-
could render like trees and stuff like that.
I do love a shape.
I know this about you. Your art's got good shapes in it, so.
Oh, thanks. I wish it were more shaped. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I wish that for my art too. But if it makes you feel any better, I like your stuff is very shaped. You got more shapes than me.
I don't know about that. I
You
gotta.
think I'm more shaped?
I thought of like 3 things to make merch of, and I was like, when? And then I was like, I don't know of anything anyone will buy these. And then I was like, I think.
Can I ask what they are?
Oh, I wanted to make just like, I was like, I can make stickers and like some buttons for Comey Can't Communicate. And I don't know if people will buy them, but it'll be on the table. And isn't that what matters? You know?
Yeah. I mean, I've heard of it. Like I've never.
Here, I need to turn
I
this
know
down.
of it, and I'm not a guy who knows everything, but I've heard of it.
It was very cute for me. I thought it was. I was like, wow, I'm being a little bit too seen right now. I cried multiple times.
I get it. I do.
So, like, the first episode, I was, like, bawling like a baby. And I was just like, oh my god. Because my friend had been like, oh, it's super cute. You should watch it. And that was actually Nate. Was like, you need to watch this. And then I mentioned that I cried during the first episode in Tony's server. And Nikki was like, oh, my friend cried throughout the entire show. And I was like, what? I didn't cry that much. I just, like, sometimes I was just like, I have to go sit down. And I was already sitting down. So, but yeah. Plus, she's, like, a cute anime girl who, like, she has very big eyes when she's freaked out. Or just, like, when they're drawing her in, like, a more... I don't know how to explain it. You've seen Full Metal Alchemist, right?
Well, no, but like I know of it.
That doesn't help, actually, then. Well, because I was gonna say,
I need to watch things. You need to sit me down in front of a TV and like just kind of hold me there until I've seen everything.
Oh, okay. Well, for they sometimes will do like, I also wanted to do those. There's like simplified Alphonse emotes kind of throughout, where they just are like, instead of drawing the detailed armor, like it's just like the shape and like an expression.
Yeah.
But Comey has those where she gets really big eyes, like that's pretty much it, and her little ears pop up, like cat ears.
Aww.
It's so cute. So yeah, hold on. Let's look at what the content warnings are. Cool. There's a lot of sections. So.
Hey JJ.
Oh.
Alright, so I might be the only one who has the most knowledge about it, and even then, like, by that I just mean I was following, because I know Annie, the head producer of the game, is mutuals with a few of our mutuals. I'm mutuals in law.
Okay. I like how it says homophobia question mark.
I get it.
That sounds. Oh, I get that for like conversations in real life, but it's like you guys wrote the game. You should know if it's homophobia, I think. I don't know. Maybe we'll get to that and we'll be like, shit, it really is a question mark.
Yeah. But and to answer your question, JJ, it's a dating sim to my knowledge, but it's like not you. Like you're like interacting with like the cast, and like I don't know if you're helping them like through your own like person, or if you're like inserting yourself into like one of their minds. But I know that it's not like, who are you gonna end up with? It's like, yeah, kind of like that. Oh yeah, and also I know there was a lot of Kickstarter stuff that got added in. I know they rate on one of the Kickstarter goals was find will add a white guy in, and they got money for that. And then the part that I care about, I don't give a shit about him, is they were like, if you get us to like 10,000 followers on Twitter, we'll add his mom in and we'll make her a MILF. And she's in now.
Nice.
So win.
I assume these are the ones we're playing as or helping out? Yeah.
I think these are like the roots.
Okay, well, like, is there any that, like, just based on content warnings that I don't know how much we're gonna get done tonight that you would like to avoid for now? You don't have to, like.
There's nothing here that I'm seeing that like would bother me, so it's more like, oh, I'm really quiet. Sorry, that might have been because I like changed my settings. You might need to turn me up.
I can't turn you up anymore.
Okay, I can turn myself up. That's
yeah. If you can turn yourself up a little bit, that would be helpful because you are.
I can also switch to my. I can switch to my shittier mic too.
No, this is okay. Just like I have you at 200%, and I think the only other thing I can do is turn the game down very low. How much lower can I go?
I think I'm more loud now. Let me know, guys, if...
Okay. Sorry, I'm just clicking through and seeing what there is. Font size, default. I'm gonna turn up the message speed a little bit, because I did look through the reviews, and most of them are positive, but one of the things both the negative ones I read said was that it was really annoying, because the fonts, the message speed was really annoying.
Oh, got it.
To figure out. I guess someone was like, this was like, look at the controls. Someone said it was like the, enter, return, space, escape, skip video, autoplay, tab, date log. They said there was something about the engine, and it's like, I guess the same engine as Dream Daddy, I think, and because like there's no auto skip, I guess.
Got it.
Which isn't going to be a problem for us because I don't think we're going to be playing
the same route over and over.
Well, it sounds like, sorry for anyone looking at this screen, I'm trying to fix the size of the chat. It sounds like you are kind of supposed to do it over and over again and like get different routes, which like that's how visual novels work. Although this one has like a lot more characters. Like you have the 4 characters you're helping and then like X amount. So it sounds like people are like, well, can you just like, there should be because I've played one dating sim and.
Oh, got it. I've played a small handful of visual novels.
But like usually they do have that like, skip this part to the next, like skip until there's a choice again.
Yeah. I think, I mean, I don't know how many sessions you want to play for. I'm saying we could probably at least like do everyone once and then see if we're feeling like more.
Well, you mean play through the this character?
Yeah.
The most.
Hi, Malik. I've seen you on Twitter.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm figuring out how this works.
Also, let me know, guys, if I sound a bit better.
I think you sound better. The only one I've played is one that, like, I actually, like, I like parts of it, but there's one route that makes me so uncomfortable, and I'm like, if I open it again, I'm gonna have to 100% it. I have to 100% it. I don't want to play this fucking route. It's the Cinderella phenomenon.
Never heard of it.
I actually, when I started streaming, like, before I like streamed like one Nancy Drew game and then took like a wicked long break before like starting up again, and I actually was thinking that I kind of wanted to do the Cinderella phenomenon at some point, and I don't actually know if I do anymore, but I do want to play it, and I don't have that kind of time in my life. So it's basically a bunch of fairy tale stuff, and you know how I feel about that. But one of them is her stepbrother, and I'm not about that.
Oh, God. Yeah.
You know, I don't want to do that.
When I was, like, 14 to 16, I played a shit ton of, like, just random visual novels on itch.io, which, like, did possibly stunt me a little bit. As you can imagine, if I'm downloading all of them, it's a bit like, oh, that's, like, really problematic, and, like...
What is Bumbler?
It's... Like Tumblr?
Wait. I was like, what? No, I was trying to figure out, like, you know how people say, like, Bookler or, like, I'm trying to think of
Yeah,
other ones, like different like Bookstagram and
talk.
stuff like that, where they'll like just smash the words together and like that's a specific section. I was like, what are we combining to get to Bumbler?
Wait, JJ, to pull up the dating sims I played, there's a bunch that I played on Itch.io, or at least like started, where I'm like, I couldn't remember the name because I just like, when I was 15, I was like, I'm just gonna download like 20 of these and play through half of them, and it was like, oh, that's gore.
Oh,
so
are only did they only?
But
do we only have 2 unlocked, or are there only 2 in this volume? No, there's 4 in this volume.
I think there's more. I think we just haven't unlocked them. But
okay, do you want to play Anaya or Malik?
I'll let you choose.
I don't know how to pronounce that name. I've met people who say
answer JJ really quick. But I've not played The Bachelor. I played Butterfly Soup. I'm excited for the sequel. I know that's like a very linear visual novel since the choices don't matter, but it made me happy. I've played like a bunch of like random dating sims. One that I like legitimately scarred me because
I think this one might be deeply uncomfortable with Tumblr references. We should do this one.
I got it. All right. What's the one that I've played?
I like the color palette though.
I literally, because I played most of them so long ago. I need to play Doki Doki. I know I had a huge Doki Doki phase where it was like I knew everything, including all the secrets about the game, but I was too scared to play it myself.
Maybe we should play Doki Doki at some point. We've talked about that.
Yeah, I would love to. Like, again, especially now that the Plus version has like everything. In it, like extra stuff. It's like I know exactly every single secret that's in that game. Never played it because I was 15 years old, and I was like, I've never played a horror game before, and I know exactly what happens in this, and it's gonna fuck me up. It's incredible. I love Doki Doki. My fucking gifted ed teacher in high school was a counselor at a camp, or like taught this thing where the creator of Doki Doki Literature Club went to, and she was talking, and she was like, it's crazy to see him like with this accomplishment under his belt. I was like, fucking taught like Dan Sabato. And she was like, yeah, and the thing is that because it's a gifted ed camp and everyone was kind of a geek, he like made a dance to like a Mario themed song, and it like went like viral, like not like viral, like it like made him like a celebrity during the camp. So he would like, a bunch of girls would be like hanging on him the whole time because they were like, and she was like, and I would tell them like, you know that like this doesn't mean anything, and they would all be like, but he made the Mario dance. And I was like, this is so much lore about the creator of Doki Doki Literature Club that I didn't need to know, but I'm really happy you told me.
Do you want to voice this person, or do you want me to, or?
You can.
Okay, welcome back to Naya's Knobs, a cooking show that is a lot less cute than the title might suggest. I forget there we go. I was like, what's the button? We're slaves to the algorithm here, boys and girls.
She's so real.
Today we're going to be making a basic-ass tomato sauce, because some of the questions I got after last week's penne al vodka were absolutely ungodly. We really have to work our way from square one here. But before we do anything, I want to draw your attention to this. Oh, there's narration.
The overhead light, do you want me to read like
yeah, you can go for it.
The overhead light in your kitchen sends streaks of sweat running down between your shoulder blades. Also, JJ, I just said he made the Mario dance. You gotta wrap this one up fast. You point a finger at the corner of your mouth with a flourish. Your hands smell like rosemary and tap water.
Does tap water have a scent?
I mean, it has a different taste. I don't know.
I've never, smelt
maybe
something and then,
maybe it's the combination of two.
Wet rosemary. This is strange.
You know what? Let's do a fucking because you can still download. You don't have to pay for Doki Doki. If you don't want the bonus stuff, you can still get the free one. After a couple weeks later, after we're done with this, let's do a random day where we just beat Doki Doki.
Is that short?
It's a couple hours.
Oh, okay. We could do that then.
Because all the horror stuff happens in the second half of the game, so it's.
I have seen part of a playthrough at least. Yeah.
It's an hour of nothing, and then all at once.
That's how I write.
You can skip up to stuff. So when you restart the game for plot reasons, you don't have to do it all again really slow.
Oh.
I know I can warn you for the major insane jump scares, but since every playthrough of it is kind of randomized, and I know this because I watched a bunch of videos of the secrets, it's kind of random what jump scares you get, so you know.
Alright, fair enough. Alright. This strange and alien marking on my face, it is a zit. It is admittedly nasty, but it's not cancerous, it's not herpes. If I see one smug motherfucker in the comments calling it herpes, I swear to God. I just thought I'd draw attention to it before any of you jokers got any ideas. Moving on. People keep telling me the penne al vodka is bland. I got some of the same shit on my chili recipe a couple months ago too. Listen, this is basic. Sometimes I forget that all of you are like tiny babies who need your hands held all the way through everything. Don't choke on your pacifiers while I chop this garlic.
You wince internally. That might have been a little much. Your brand is irreverent scorn, definitely, but you should have saved that one to run past Alex. He's your test audience of bitches who have never cooked a thing in their lives.
I'm just trying to figure out if this is YouTube or like a live stream. It's like,
I'm assuming, my thought was YouTube, but this does have like an eye in the top right corner.
Yeah, I was also thinking YouTube before, but
it might be a stream.
That part makes me think it's a stream because it's like, otherwise, just cut it out. just cut it out. You're like, oh, fuck.
Now I'm thinking about Biddy. My friend Biddy.
I cannot wait until I get my copies. Ronnie, I've been waiting for so fucking long. It's been like,
I've been waiting for you to give it to me when you're done with it.
It's been like 3 years or something. I think I ordered it back when I was still in college.
God.
I
need to meet Ngozi again. She was so sweet.
It was because it was before COVID. It was well before COVID. Wow. I'll have to look. I know that they're finishing stuff up. It's just like, oh my God. Yeah. When I get that jersey, that's all I'm wearing to bed ever.
Oh, I wanted a jersey so bad.
You've got to bloom spices with heat, okay? That's how you bring out the flavor. This is me pretending I know shit after. You do the aromatics first. It's just that's all it basically means. That's why garlic always goes in first. It's gonna taste like shit if you don't activate it. Cooking
I've been marathoning. Sorry. I've been marathoning Great British Bake Off.
That's how I started cooking. Well, baking.
Even the seasons that I've already seen, just because there's not that many on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they took off all the old ones.
They did, but I've just been watching a bunch, even if I've seen them before, just because it's really good background noise that you don't need to focus on as much when you're drawing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh God, I want to bake, but also I legitimately do not bake just because I never have a good opportunity.
Oh, it's hard timing it, but if you can find the time, it's not that hard. You just have to be okay with having bad bread at first.
We need to bake stuff together if you're able to
Mm-hmm.
If we have any days in between the two cons in May when we're hanging out, we can bake stuff.
All right, cool. You should do it more, JJ. It's very relaxing. I think it's good to have something that is not at all connected to for us anyway, anything else you're doing in your life necessarily.
Yay.
And you kind of have not instant, but you get something out of it pretty fast.
Yeah.
And
eat.
Yeah, even if it's not great, it's your house smells like fresh bread and it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's
one of my friends is I've been stress baking and I'll make you bread. I'll make you a bread this weekend. And I was like,
that's what I used to do in college. And my mom would come home and be like, "What are you procrastinating?"
For me, it's just that since I'm on a meal plan and I try to save money, it's I can't rationalize also doing baking.
No, that makes sense.
I'm but I'm on the meal plan and spending money gives me a rash. So I don't bake. I have before, but I just don't do it enough.
Okay, we have to.
Also, yeah. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say we have to get through this intro because this royalty-free YouTube music is making me crazy. It's like a 10-second loop or something. I haven't really counted it out.
I haven't been listening, but
I'm
sorry that it's affecting you.
No, I just I noticed it immediately. It's supposed to be that cheesy royalty-free YouTube music everyone used in 2011, right? But then I realized it was a really short loop, and I was just oh. So as soon as we get through this, we can talk again.
Got it.
Okay, cooking is 100% chemistry. I know I say that constantly, but it's true.
You glance at the page.
Okay, yeah.
That's about half as many as you got for your last video. I get it. I get her so much. You don't usually check analytics while you're live. You're not a complete amateur, but you really aren't feeling it today. Hence that low-hanging fruit herpes joke.
Okay, so just like me, confirmed this is like a Twitch thing. Second of all, hide the view count. I have it hidden. I have followers hidden at this point. Although I probably will put a bar back on because I kind of want to see if we can hit 100 before the end of the year. But like, I just don't look at it. I don't look at it. It's a surprise. They give me the summary at the end and they're like, this was the height. And I'm like, wow, I had no idea. And it's for the best.
I can't resist looking at numbers, and it's my downfall.
Well, the good news is when you're on Twitch, when I, like, you don't have, like, the game in front of you, if I hide it and I can't actively see the number,
oh, yeah.
like, clicking out of the game to, like, go unhide it is usually not something I actually do. Like, I have on occasion, if, like, the chat was, like, been dead for a really long time and I felt really stressed, but, like, it's easier if I'm playing the game to just not check if it's hidden.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright. Sure, you do have a nasty zip by your mouth. Again, they're just like me for real. I'm sure some assholes absolutely I like the skin issues, the numbers issues, like these are my two characters. Is being upset about both of those things. And sure, some assholes absolutely going to comment on it, but it probably would have been better to just cover it with makeup. No! You can be foundation free, like me. Whatever, it's over now. No point in agonizing over it, you'll burn yourself. You settle into autopilot, chopping and sauteing and talking the whole time. Could make this tomato sauce in your sleep, you've done it so many times. Throughout undergrad, you mostly lived on pasta and eggs. Me.
But you still
get you.
It couldn't be me to, in undergrad, be like, making homemade tomato sauce. Are you kidding me? That shit's coming from a can.
Also, I guess technically I'm gonna break my rule because I do wear foundation for cosplay, and I have to wear in about a week or so is when I'm gonna be in Chris cosplay, so that'll be fun. Not together. Well, sometimes together. You keep up a steady stream of bullshit throughout the video, babbling about the weather, the pair of running shoes you busted open the other day, and that last terrible Star Wars movie. People always want to know your opinions on media. Or they think they do, until they actually hear them. Then they often want to return to blissful ignorance.
Me when I'm watching rom-coms.
I like the writing. I like the writing so far. Screw 'em. Your opinions are great. The public are just weak and foolish. They will never survive the winter. You succumb to another moment of weakness and glance at the chat.
Pluck your eyebrows.
Gee, I thought I was the only one thinking that. I figured I was being rude, but she needs to. The light above might as well be the sun beating down your back. Sweat drips into your eyes. This is the hottest summer on record. Why are you cooking over an even hotter stove? Idiotic.
She would be so cute if she tried, LOL.
You toss the pasta into the boiling water. It hisses and spits, burning the back of your hand. You want to hiss back, but you hide it from the camera.
Do it. Do it anyway.
Do it and then look at the camera and be like, this is your fault.
Yeah.
You finish with the pasta and then the live stream, phoning it in towards the end there. Who cares? Hardly anybody was watching this one. It's just been too hot to put any effort into anything. It's signed off with a next week ice cream. Or maybe just ice, hold the cream. I'm gonna crawl into the fucking freezer and you can all come and find my body. Peace. You taste the sauce. Ugh, terrible. Nothing you make in your lives is ever edible. It's wild. Even if you follow every step perfectly, exactly how you would do it on your own, it never turns out right.
I am so stupid because I read lives and I'm sitting here while you read the rest of this going, lives? What does that mean?
We love a reincarnation story.
No, literally, I was like, is this some meta commentary on how this is like getting played over and over again? And like they're stuck in this narrative and every time she makes this pasta, it fucking sucks. And no, they're literally talking about like an Instagram live. Like so embarrassing.
Stay with us, Taya.
Literally zero reading comprehension right now. Like absolutely, like literally none. I think I'm just like I'm like reading into everything too much because like I'm like just
I think
not.
The shipping fried you.
I'm not even close to done. I mean, no, I'm getting there.
Let me know what you think if you watch any of the things I rect you.
The way I can't remember what you wrecked me. I have to go back and check.
You such a list.
I know, and I forgot because like I was just like watching whatever came up on Netflix. Like last night I watched School for Good and Evil, and this morning, and I was just like, man, I hate some of these costumes. Anyway, hi Billie Eilish. Anyway,
what I was gonna say before we continue was just one of my favorite things about you is letting you like run wild and diss fashion. You always have like, I'll be like, that sucks, but you'll have like a way more like specific way to insult it, and I'm like, yeah, I agree, I just didn't know any of the words that you used for that. It's really nice. You're able to articulate insults for clothing.
Oh well, I'm glad, I guess.
I'm like, that skirt's ugly, and you're like, that skirt's ugly because it should look like this, and it doesn't look like this, and this type of skirt should never fall like that, and I'm like, yeah. Sure.
I don't even know that much about fashion. I've just watched like just enough videos to like be able to sound smart adjacent.
Yeah. The thing with me is that, as you know, my fashion is limited to one very specific aesthetic, which isn't very like skill oriented, since scene fashion is literally like, get some shit that hurts your eyes.
But you've seen how I dress. Mostly it's t-shirts and jeans. Like although admittedly I wish I could dress, I wish I like had like the confidence to dress a little bit like anything other than just t-shirt and jeans, but like that's almost all I wear.
Someday you will have the budget for Lolita dresses.
Someday I'll have a fucking job. Did I tell you that my job currently I have a polo shirt and that I'm required to wear over anything else? I can't wear any of my cardigans at work anymore.
No.
Because I have to wear a polo shirt, so I had to buy a bunch of plain long sleeve t-shirts because it's Massachusetts. In the winter. It goes from cold to hot to cold to hot. It's like working in but like when I brought this up to my friends, a bunch of whom are librarians or library pages, they were like, what do you mean? Don't you just have to wear your lanyard with your ID badge? And I was like, I don't have a badge. I have a t-shirt.
Fucked up.
Not even t-shirt, it's a polo.
At Brush Crazy, which for people who don't know, I work at a little pottery and paint place when I'm in the state that I'm in for college, since I'm out of state technically. The uniform is just a t-shirt with a logo on the front and back, which is fine, but they don't have a long sleeve version of it for winter. So I always have to wear a hoodie, and like I end up like when I walk to the bus stop and stuff, I'm always in like 5 layers, and I take half of them off when I get there. And I think like last year they were like, oh yeah, we were thinking of like maybe like making a long sleeve version of it. And I was like, I'll buy it at full price, like no employee discount. Like I need that.
Well, because I have a long sleeve one, but it's denim, and it's a long sleeve denim shirt that is like it's a men's thing, which like usually I don't mind, except that fabric is like very boxy, and it already goes down like halfway down my thighs as a small, so it's very like bulky, and like even when I tuck it in, it just like it's so much fabric. And it's denim, so it doesn't really shrink. It didn't really shrink in the wash, so I'm just like, well, I guess I'm wearing this polo until like I get a different job. So whatever.
Yeah.
Did we read this line?
I was gonna do it next, but really quick, JJ.
I don't buy new clothes.
I understand. I have shirts that like I'm slowly growing out of them. But like I have like a few of my Gravity Falls shirts from like middle school and like early high school.
I will just move shirts. Some of the tighter fitting ones I won't do this with when they finally like get too ratty to wear outside, but I'll just move them to pajamas. And like I have ones from like middle school that I still wear that are starting to get holes in them, and I'm like, well, I guess I'll turn these into rags afterwards. A gray polo, that sounds awful. At least mine is like a navy blue.
Yeah,
gray
I wore
polo
a blue
so
polo
depressing.
and a blue and red. I wore a blue and red polo for my job at Chocolate World, so I was giving Narmitsu realness, which was fun, and assorted other things.
The thing about not growing since you were like 10 is that you can just keep all your clothes until they're completely ruined.
My thing is that my thing was like when I hit puberty, I got tall. Like I got to my current height when I was like in middle school or high school. So I like got to my height really fast. But then being curvy kind of runs in my family, and like it took a little bit for that to catch up. So now it's like I fit the shirts, but I don't because they're a bit too skinny. But like lengthwise, they're fine. So it's like I don't want to get rid of these, but also I know that like I can't wear them anymore. But I mean, to be fair, JJ, even though like I do have like a lot of flashy outfits, it's literally just rainbows matching with black, matching with like another neon color as an accent, and also like the same rainbow star necklace and the same like black spike choker that I got at a Hot Topic when I was hanging out with Taya that I've been like using for every outfit. And that's just kind of how, that's my scene budget. That's my closet. And also like really weird shirts. I love a really weird shirt with like incomprehensible text. I got the World is a Fuck shirt, Born to Die World is a Fuck shirt, and it's my favorite. And I always get compliments on it.
Nice.
All right. Your phone is blowing up when you finally get back to it. You keep it on silent through recording, unless there's a specific bit you want to do. Checking up on world news or reading an embarrassing reply.
Do you think it's okay if I hit this button? Ronnie's little thing is in the way for Twitch people, but it is like a little phone button here.
Oh yeah, I say go for it.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Oh yeah, I heard they added a fishing minigame from the Kickstarter. I have no idea how it works. Is this a gotcha? Are we gotching?
Wait.
Can I? This is just like me this week in Prosecco. Except
I haven't even been on Prosecco in a hot second.
Orange told me that I've been failing so bad it legitimately statistically should not be possible. I'm like, awesome.
Oh my god.
Well, you know how there was a VBS event that I've been saving up for?
Yes.
I did 1410 pulls.
Oh wait, I remember hearing this, yes.
I have like 6 new 4 stars. 6. None of them are on.
They hate you so bad.
It's legitimately been over half a year, and I've been I've been saving up and doing everything right, and I have not gotten an on. And like at this point, I don't even care if it's like the on card for that event, if that makes sense. I just want like, and orange is like, even if you never got like the event ones, like statistically, I feel like you should have at least gotten like one of her 4 stars. And I'm like, I know. It hurts to hear you confirm that like this isn't like hilariously bad luck. But also, and like it's not even like, because sometimes gotchas are just unfair. The gotcha isn't like unfair to me. I have a shit ton of 4 stars. Like I said, this event I got 6 of them. Like I'm doing great. Like in terms of like having a good collection of 4 stars, and like that like technically that is more valuable from like a gameplay aspect, since it means that like my event teams will be really strong. But it's like, hear me out.
Oh, okay,
what if I don't care about ranking and I care about having on my team? Like, what if I don't care about whether I'm strong? What if I just want to see my daughter smiling at me? And she isn't. Well, she is in 3 star. And it's not good enough. I got 2 Toya 4 stars. So...
Jesus. It's a lot.
And...
This is just incorrect, by the way. This log is just not correct.
Oh, really?
This last part just isn't right. Or they think they do until they actually want to hear them. They often want to return to blissful ignorance. Checking up on world news or reading an embarrassing reply.
That's the most recent one, that sentence.
No, it's
that last sentence.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be the whole.
I know.
It's not. No, I'm just saying there's a glitch.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry to rant about Prosecco, but...
No, you're good. I was just trying to figure out what this was because I remembered a few people commented on the phone thing not really being anything yet.
Oh my god, hi Salem. Talk about VBS with me. Okay, so I actually love Akito, but not in a like, oh my god, he's my like special guy way, but in a like, I think it's funny how fail and cringe his life is.
We read this, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Toya's Aki Toya in general, I'm like, they're a funny duo. I like that the guys are fail gays.
There we go.
However, Anhane's solos, and An in particular, is legitimately everything I need. She's my daughter and I pack her lunch every day, and she's my best friend, and I wish that I was as cool as her when I was 15 and her hair has stars in it. And I've been playing since March, and done I've done like 15 pulls in each of the 2 most recent VBS events, and I've gotten a shit ton of toys, and I have like an Akita. I have 4 stars of everyone. I have 4 stars of everyone in VBS, including that one Kaido card, including the new Miku card from this event. I have it feels like I have almost every single 4-star from a VBS, but not a single one on. And it legitimately is like statistically fucked up at this point, and I feel like my game is cursed. I don't care, and it's fine, and I don't care. Anyway, you have a wall of Instagram notice.
Instagram.
A wall of Instagram notifs, a couple bitter follows, and of course, Alex's notes for you. God, I think stream notes would make me so insecure.
Here, I can do this guy because I don't know if Alex is like gonna be,
Okay, sure. Cool.
Wow, you were really on your bullshit today. Tech bro job. Anaya's manager and professional best friend. Thanks, I try. That wasn't a compliment.
I would just start crying.
Yeah.
I'm not as strong as she is. I'm not like them. I would literally just be like, sniffle.
Yeah. I know. I'm just all out of juice. I don't have time. Nope. What? I don't have
your reading comprehension today is not as
Shut up!
strongest.
I don't have a single comeback in me. It's so fucking hot in here. Couldn't read it. I'm sorry. Turn on your AC, idiot.
Right. I like our theory, JJ.
Yeah, she's only got 1 life left. No, I will not. It's expensive, and I am ethically opposed to it. What about a fan?
Get a fan, babe.
Get a fan. One person running their AC occasionally is not going to make a difference in global climate change, I swear to you. It literally won't.
She's like, what about my day job at Shell?
It barely even works. It's just a window module. Better than nothing. You need a new one. It's not like you can't afford it. How much?
Oh yeah, I'm curious. Are we I know that this stream apparently tanked view-wise, but like overall.
Yeah,
like,
no, I was just about to how much are we making off of this? If we
do we have a job and this, and it's like, because if we have a job and this, then like even a semi-successful revenue from this would be like enough to be like above average if we have a job.
And I think it would be fair to say a revenue from it at all.
Yeah.
Oh, your Wi-Fi's back, JJ? That's great.
Yay.
I'll consider it.
JJ, I hope you appreciated on what you could hear of me talking about Prosecco. I'm fucking pissed. Also, Ceylon, I have to know what your views on More Jump are, because I kind of hate them and I like being mean to them. But
I swear to God, every time I hear their song, I end up thinking of just the very first Mob Psycho opening. I can't stop it. I think of it every single time. I'm just like, it's not even like, it's just like, I feel mean that I'm being mean to these high school girls. I'm just like, when Haruka diet shamed Ichika for no reason, just walking up to her and being like, that you're not gonna be skinny if you eat that. You should like fix that out. I'm like, you're both 15 and it's lunch. Let her eat her buns. Jesus Christ. It's truly just
like, don't project.
The part that makes me think of Mob Psycho is just like the jump, more, jump.
More, jump. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I'll come, Mom, what do you...
Exactly, yes. It literally, every single time, I'm like, I just want to listen to Mob Psycho now. Anyway.
Also, I love when like a song that's a classic, because like, I know like you don't have a bunch of Vocaloid experience, but like none, I guess, but I mean that in a nice way. As you probably noticed, like only some of the songs that are assigned to groups are like new ones. A lot of them are just like classic Vocaloid songs that they're like, sure, we'll have a cover by this group. So it's really funny when it's a song that I like already loved, but they like, attribute it to a group that like I don't care as much about, and I'm like, I'm not listening to the cover. I don't care, because like they have the more Jump is technically like tagged for Romeo and Cinderella, and I love Romeo and Cinderella, and I'm like, I don't give a shit. I don't want to hear you. I'm here for Miku.
Okay.
Also, unrelated, Set It Off fans. People who like pop punk, Set It Off just collabed with a Miku producer who's really good. If you like Why Do I,
That's
they have a
so
version
funny.
with Miku in it now, and it's really good.
That's
Everyone listen
so
to Set It.
funny.
Everyone listen to Why Do I featuring Miku. They have, if anyone, Salon, if you know Vocaloid producers, I'm not gonna judge you if you don't, because I only know like 5, and it's just the ones that like I like. I'm not like an expert. They collab with Circus P, and it's so solid. Because like there's been times where like famous pop stars like collabed with like Miku producers, but they're not like she's not tuned super well. Like she sounded really good in this. Anyway, I'm sorry. I need to stop talking. And but also, yeah, I would say like I am no strong feelings on most of the Prosecco groups. VVS is the only one where I'm like, those are my fucking guys. Those are my kids that I pack the lunches for. Most of them I'm just like, there's like usually a character from each of them, minus one more jump, because I'm just kind of neutral or negative on most of them. The other groups I'm like, there's like a guy I like on each one, or a girl I like on each one. Like I like Emu a lot, and then I love Saki. Saki's the one girl from Leonie that I don't like forget exists. And Taya has 2 first stars, of course, it works out. All right. Prosecco is a rhythm game, but it's Saki's solos. Like, I'm sorry, everyone else in Leonie is kind of boring, and then Saki's just like, I almost died. Can we all be friends again? And I'm like,
it's based on Vocaloids, JJ. It's based on Vocaloids.
Yeah. It's a rhythm game with Vocaloid music, and it's a mix of like songs that were commissioned for the game and also like decade-old like Vocaloid hits. So like, it's good for new fans, but also like if you're someone who's like, do they have this song that I listened to in middle school? They have it. Probably. Some of them. You won't though. Not a chance, and if you try to explain why, Alex will just call you an edgelord. Which, okay, maybe you are, but that's besides the point.
Edgelord.
Just the idea of turning on the AC when it's not necessary just absolutely disgusts you. Just like taking an elevator when the stairs work as well. It's why you'd never buy pre-shredded cheese when it's perfectly acceptable to make your own. You aren't a Luddite.
Sorry. I didn't mean to click that.
Obviously. Technology doesn't scare you. You're an Instagram influencer.
Glam.
Just have some lines in the sand.
Instaglam.
Sorry.
I'll let you know when I'm done going through the comments. That sounds like a terrible job. I won't be able to get done before tonight. I've got a deadline.
I always wonder how people who are like stream moderators for like famous streamers, like how they survive. Like how do you how do you live as like Germa chat moderator? Or like I remember I saw someone on Twitter once who like in their bio was like, I was I guess present tense, but like it's not like they've been streaming recently, was like they were like, oh, I'm Danny and Curtis's one of Danny and Curtis's like main Twitch moderators, and I'm like, that would be so stressful that I think I would not make it through a stream without breaking down. Like that's so much.
Then you're just not built for that job, I guess.
I'm not. Like I would just be if someone said something shitty, I feel like I would just miss it. Like I
will say
I'd be so scared.
I don't know about like those really big ones, which is why they have like a bunch, but for Tony is like, if you miss it, usually what we miss is just like spoilers. And if you have an auto mod on, it will catch like a bunch of things. And
I definitely don't mind. Like I don't mind like, not that there's any issues. Like I don't mind modding for your streams, but I'm like, I feel like if I was like in a huge one, that would be like my limit. I would not be like.
I mean, so I have to imagine they aren't multitasking the way I usually do while modding. Like, you know, they're actually like focusing. But I have to imagine for a lot of the people who have really big things, there is like a delay that you can put on the chat, so mods see everything like a few seconds before. So that might be something a lot of bigger streamers have turned on just so mods have a chance to catch.
True.
And then people who are really big won't stream if their mods aren't available. Like, that's why they have so many. So they always have at least 2 mods on. Probably a lot more. That's fair, JJ. I think it's different for Tony's stream because we're specifically modding for spoilers. I think if you're getting into like what a lot of these bigger ones are modding for, which is usually just like conduct, There is people who mod for spoilers, obviously, in which case I understand. I also am sometimes like, is that a joke? Do we, but, I imagine if you're just doing it for content, it's a lot more just like deleting links, deleting bots.
That's true.
I think that you have to get over it. Not you specifically, because it's not a big deal in Tony's. I think that the people.
I thought you meant for me specifically.
No, I think if you're,
okay, fuck you.
I think if you're in that position where you're modding something and you're like deleting lots of people and timing them out and whatever, I think you have to like not care.
Yeah.
You just have to like get over that part of you like that's like, oh god, am I overstepping, and like just do it, you know? So I think you just get used to it. But like I wouldn't want to do that. Like I wouldn't want to do this and like after the fact go through comments and have to like build up a list of like how to improve. That sounds like my number one. I have a toggle comment, like a extension that I always forget to turn on and off on Chrome, which will just remove comments. Like, it won't let me see them on websites, which I need sometimes. I sometimes need to turn off the comments so I don't read them. So this couldn't be me. Anyway, someone's sick, so I need to write a feature. Our goal should just be to get through the fucking introduction.
Sorry. If any devs are, like, browsing, like...
They're like, why are you failing to play our game? It's fine.
I like it so far. We just don't shut up.
I can go through them myself. No fucking way. Okay, like type a little faster. We talked about this, and that is one of the things you are not going to do. You signed that contract.
He's right. You did sign it.
Was it like on a napkin? Or was it like how legit of a contract is it, you know?
Well, he is our professional best.
Well, it said manager and professional best friend, and you always have to ask how like legit is that?
God, like were we friends first?
Well, no, my question is just like how like when we say manager, how serious it, like, do you know what I mean? Like I don't know how to explain this. Is this like actually a job that he is I don't know Alex's pronouns, I just realized that they are actually like doing from...
I feel like I saw him somewhere, but I don't know, so we can play it.
I don't remember either. I think we saw it at some point when we got like a little thing and it said something about him, and that information has left my brain.
God.
I'm just wondering if it's like a genuine management position, or more like, oh yeah, I can like just like go through your comments, delete any like hate, throw stuff your way. Like if people ask if you have a manager, I can be the one you point them to. Like I can be your first point. Or if it's a very genuine like, no, like
I'm leaning genuine, but I'm not sure.
I have no idea. I can't tell. Maybe we should play the game. Fine. Oh, it's zooming out. I was like, did I miss something? If it's very hot, hot take. Take off the overalls. And
all right, awesome. Thank you,
take
JJ.
off the socks. Thank you, JJ. Much appreciated. Oh, I could have clicked next.
I was about to say, I think you can click.
You type out the answer and toss the phone down on the couch. You toss yourself down after and then struggle out of your clothes as much as you can, letting your overalls hang down loose.
Maybe just go put on shorts.
Yeah. Thank you for the overalls you got me for my birthday last year, by the way. They are so nice.
I'm glad you like them.
The overhead fan needs to be turned off while you're filming, but you slap it back on, sighing as it cools the damp patches on your neck and forehead. Fan moment! We got a fan going! Good job!
Thank God.
You raise your arms over your head so it can get your pits.
I actually feel that because I actually have to turn off like the heater or fan down here when I stream. Heater, I can probably... We're actually going to install heaters. I didn't have heaters before, so, like, those can just stay on. But I had, like, a mini space heater that was kind of loud. And in the summer, I had a fan, and I do have to turn them off when I stream. Otherwise, it's too fucking loud.
Yeah.
Oh, I hit the...
No worries. You need to clean up the kitchen and yourself. You don't remember the last time you washed your hair. Initially, working from home had been such a tempting prospect, and you'd been so absolutely certain that you weren't going to turn out to be one of those suckers who needs a rigid capitalist structure to keep them on task. And generally you don't, you're just pretty bad at showering if you aren't going to see another human. A combination of the heat, your bad mood, and the unappealing prospect of washing the dishes sends you into an unsettled doze, and when you wake up, you're actually even sweatier than before. I hate when you like wake up from a nap, like a thing where, like not like going to sleep, but like when you wake up from a nap, like you still have to get up and like do things or see people, and you're like super sweaty. It's so bad. I hate it. The nap was long enough for you to feel like your soul has left your body, but not enough for you to feel at all rested.
That means you woke up during a cycle. You didn't complete it.
Yeah, I know they say to wake to sleep at least like 90 minutes, but I can never get it right. I always like end up taking too long or falling down.
It's really hard to do. I had to, when I was in high school, I got it down to a science where like as soon as I felt myself like really starting to doze, I would put on a timer for either 20 minutes or I think 90 minutes. But basically when you wake up like that and you feel like, that just means that you didn't like actually complete a full cycle of sleep, because so you didn't actually get the benefits of sleep.
Yeah. You're struck with a very clear memory of a time in your childhood when you've been at home with a fever, sleeping all through the day, waking up to the non-committal gray light of either evening or very early morning. You asked your younger sister who shared your room if it was today or tomorrow, and she, comically stricken in a way only the very young can be, responded, "I don't know."
Mood?
Your phone vibrates again. You realize what woke you up. You fumble it upright and accept the call before you even really take the time to think about it. If you'd been more awake, you would have let it go to voicemail.
Who is it?
Scary.
Oh no. It's Mom.
Do we have mommy issues? I'm scared.
Hi, Mom. Scheduler. I don't know what that means, actually.
Like for the streams? Or does it just mean like that's her job?
That's her job, but I'm like, is that like a secretary?
I'm assuming it's like a secretary or receptionist.
Do you want to take the Mom?
I'm sure. Naya, are you sleeping?
Huh?
It's too early to sleep. Aren't you going out? It's Friday.
I wasn't sleeping.
You struggle upright and grope around for your laptop to check the time, knowing that your only time-telling device is currently being utilized for communication.
Just pull it away from your face for a second. It'll light back up. It'll tell you the time right at the top, bestie.
To be fair, we did not get a full cycle, and we just woke up.
I guess.
Incredibly insensitive your mom to insist on calling you like it's 2005, but she hates texting. You kind of hate it too. It's just the only way to keep in contact with anyone. How's work? I haven't watched your last few videos. I wish your audience didn't swear so much.
She's wearing a pin that says "This is fucking butter."
I like the pin a lot.
No, I'm just saying. You swear.
Yes, but I don't swear at my daughter, do I?
Assholes are just part of the business. And I don't go through comments anymore. I hired someone to do that for me, so I don't care what they say. Is it like a 10? Every time she sees Alex, she just slips him a 10 and is like, thanks.
Yeah. You pay someone for that?
A friend. He needs the work. Does he? I don't... I can't remember what his job is.
He
looks like a fancy dude.
He looks like he's an Instagram influencer, too.
He did.
That's nice of you. Is he in school?
Why do you care?
Well, he doesn't want to be a professional comment checker forever, does he?
He is in the same...
I mean, to be honest, if I was getting a decent paycheck, like, no, they're not, like, super famous yet, Naya, but, like, if a famous streamer that, like, wasn't a fucking asshole, like, was like, I'll give you, like, 1,000 stream. I know that's not what they make, but, like, it's a pretty good side gig if you can handle it and, like, are getting good money from it.
Mm-hmm. He's in the same culinary program I was in, and he's got his own parents to get on his ass.
You're right, it's none of my business. Point taken.
This wasn't... Nope, that wasn't...
Squeeze your eyes shut. Your Too exhausted to fight about nothing.
Did you call for something specific? I was just about to take a shower.
Oh, I was just going through the dire situation in my closet. I haven't cleaned it out in almost a decade, can you believe it? Your father always gets so annoyed when I move things around. Was wondering if you'd like me to send you anything before I donate it to charity. My things are so nice, but I'm a little too old for them.
You mean like dresses? I don't think any of them would fit me.
You're skinnier than you were the last time I saw you, though, aren't you? I've been keeping an eye on Headbook.
Great. Good name, guys.
This conversation needs to be over.
I don't think... Just send me pictures. I'll take a look.
She isn't going to let it go. Better to just let her send you some stuff and then throw it in the back of the closet. You hang up before your mom can get going on another long-winded explanation of exactly why it's so important that you take all of her old shit. She's got a bunch of traditional clothes that you've never seen her wear, but insists on keeping like a little piece of Pakistan wrapped up carefully and set under glass. You hope she doesn't want you to take any of it. You lay back down on the couch on the opposite end to avoid your sweat mark, staring up at the ceiling fan until you feel yourself start to go cross-eyed. Pick up your phone. Got a new message. Hi.
Okay, I'm going through the comments. Can we dot a little faster, guys? Wow, I know I say I'm a prison abolitionist, but my god, I want to send your simps to jail. Let's go out! What? I thought you wanted me to do this as fast as possible. Fuck that, actually. That was a decision that Past Anaya made, and Past Anaya is an idiot. Present Anaya is smart and wants a beer. Well, hell, okay. If you're driving. Oh my god, it's Discord!
Yay!
I was like, oh, they're texting. No, it's actually Discord. Is that the
I love the
idiot
art
sandwich?
so
That's Idiot Sandwich. They're icons.
What?
They're icons. It's Idiot Sandwich.
Oh, that's so fun. That's silly. Oh, also, beer reminded me, I was able to actually get remotely tipsy tonight. And fun fact, people who don't follow my priv, I cannot. To be fair, I haven't been trying that hard, but I'm like, so far I'm the opposite of Taya when it comes to alcohol tolerance.
One of these days, I have Mike's Hard in the fridge. One of these days, I'll do a stream with one Mike's Hard, and you can tell me if I'm actually any different. Because I might just be bad at typing.
I just had a bunch of, like I said, I mixed it with a bit of lemonade, but it's still 12%, which is over 2 Mike's bottles, and I was like, I feel a little bit. I feel a ting.
Mike's Heart is, I don't think usually gets me that bad, but I get bad at typing really fast because I type fast anyway and tend to make mistakes, but when I drink alcohol, I just like don't bother fixing them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I texted my brother about it and he was like, how many shots do you take? And I was like, I'm not going to frat parties like you are, is the thing.
I like how we were like, hey Alex, let's go out for a drink, and then opened Tinder. Oh.
I get it.
Oh. Are we starting date?
Yeah, maybe we meet. I think maybe we meet, like when we're out with Alex.
I was like, I don't know what we have to do. I could have hit the X and seen what happened, but I chose not to.
Maybe it's like different routes. I don't know. Shapes. Alex pulls up to your door exactly on time, down to the minute. He always honks when he arrives instead of texting like a normal person.
That's not that weird.
I love the way these backgrounds are rendered. We're waiting for him by the door, but you keep twirling through bitter for another 30 seconds to indicate you dislike being honked at, like you're walking past a construction site in booty shorts. The sunroof is open on Alex's 2001 Toyota Camry. Cigarette smoke and the blue in the streetlights. got dark while you were waiting. Guess that makes it a moon roof. Alex leans out of the window, sunglasses pushed up and perched on a blurry mop of silver hair.
Wearing your sunglasses at night?
Alex pops the lock and you slide into the passenger seat.
Why did it take me until now to process his hair is silver? I think I was just looking at it as like a brown.
I don't think I thought about it one way or another. I thought it was like gray brown, I think.
Yeah, I think I was thinking it was just like darker, and that was just like I was not looking at that and thinking silver. So I guess I'm glad they said something because I wasn't. It's not silver so much. Okay, do you know when you look at some of like sometimes like the much older Miles art?
Yeah, I know. I was literally thinking.
And
that.
it's like kind of like this weird desaturated brown. I would say it's more like that, you know, than silver. I wouldn't call it silver. There's some, I think, official art, JJ, where it's like his hair is more of a brown than a gray. It's a little bit, it's kind of like this. It's kind of a weird color. It doesn't look like silver. It kind of looks like he just like bleached it a little and then got lazy. I don't know. I am glad they said something. Fuck you. The sun was setting into my eyes. Where are we going? It's a surprise. I hate surprises. Oh, I know.
He smacks your hand away from the radio.
Driver picks the music. Okay.
First, you think Alex is lost and needs somewhere to idle and pull up directions on his phone. Turns off the car. Look from the sign to Alex back again.
Are you trying to send me subliminal messages? I am not cutting my hair. Yeah, absolutely. I brought you in for a surprise makeover at 9 on a Friday night. You joke, but you did bring me to a salon at 9 on a Friday. Is this a drug deal? Isn't weed legal here? Are we getting meth? Anaya.
But if he was just like, yes.
How does one take meth? Snort it? Come on.
Watch Breaking Bad.
Yeah, like, why didn't you watch Breaking Bad with me?
Despite your distaste of makeover montages, you follow Alex out of the car and around the building. The back parking lot is a totally different scene. The salon looks closed. And I only have to cook. The salon looks closed. I started marathoning Breaking Bad with a friend, so I've got Breaking Bad on the mind already, so really good. The salon looks closed, but around back there's an entrance with a wrought iron railing wrapped with fairy lights, and a gaggle of people standing around talking and smoking, all of them dressed way cooler than you are. Okay, but we have a pin that says, "This is fucking butter," so like...
Mm-hmm.
And our pronoun pin is a bowl. So like, I think we're winning.
Hold on, I need to see what that croissant one says. Oh, it says, could have dropped my croissant.
Classic. The person working the door greets Alex by name, giving you a brief glance before letting you inside. I guess to be fair, aesthetic-wise, we are the two of us are very much different. Like,
yeah,
it definitely smells like a salon, hairspray and bleach. But the back room has been turned into a little performance space, complete with makeshift stage and mood lighting.
Maybe I haven't been in enough salons. What back room? Like, there's been small back rooms that I've seen. But
I'm sure like there's places where like people have rented one and it's like you rent like a big,
I guess
like,
that's
rent,
true.
Like, a bigger space.
Well, usually they have like a lot of stuff in the back, you know, like there's a lot of hair care products and stuff that like you don't that's where they keep the extra hair.
And the meth.
And the meth. It's where the hair and the meth are. Well, because like in my mind, like a lot of buildings don't have, unless they have like, I mean, I guess this is like a performance venue when this is closed. But it's just like, what, you guys just have an empty space in your, what do you put back here otherwise? Do you just have to shove everything to the front? I guess.
A girl is selling beers out of a cooler in the corner, and a couple guys in roadie black are setting up a sound system. You sit at a small round table and Alex buys you a drink. The place isn't huge and it's filling up fast. You had no idea something like this was here. You don't go to salons, you haven't cut your hair in years. Do a bunch of shops in town have places like this? Is there like a fucking cabaret going on in the back of Lawn Depot?
I don't know, but that would be camp, right?
What if? Like,
objectively, objectively,
I would make you go.
a cabaret in the back of a Home Depot, I feel like legally that has to be classified as high camp.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
Unrelated, whenever I hear about camp, I just think about the fucking Met Gala, and I always end up thinking about, the tweet, I just think about looking Camp right in the eye, and then the image of her in the dress. It's always so funny.
Wait, who is it?
I forget which celebrity it was, but you know the tweet I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
The celebrity who was like, she like tweeted the photo of her like eye, and she was like looking Camp right in the eye, and like the next day she was just like in like a gold dress.
Pathetic. Haley asked me to describe camp on our Supernatural podcast at one point because I was like talking about it for some reason, and I cannot remember why it was relevant, but it was, and I just had to take a minute to be like, because it's hard to just like describe it. But yes, yeah, JJ, they do sell camping equipment. Crazy. Nope, you really are being weird. I noticed it on the phone. I can
also
go ahead.
Piggybacking on the thing you said a little while ago about like getting a mic on it. That's what we should just do next con we do, is like, even if it's like an hour stream or like in between the two that we do, again, like if you stay at my house or something, we could just do like a little stream with like a few drinks. That would be fun.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
It could even just be like a post-con like chatting stream or something.
Yeah. I really want to get a setup for a chatting stream. I need to figure out a way to do this because for November is something I'd really like to do. So I am working more in November. However, I did manage my shifts so I don't have to change my streaming schedule. But forever ago, I wanted to do like a write with me kind of thing where like we just work on stuff. And
yeah.
But I since I don't have a camera, I don't know how to do it. So I have to figure it out because I'm like, how would that even work? We'll figure it out because I don't want to be showing my screen what I'm writing because sometimes I can't. If it's like zine work, I can't show I can't show my fic that I'm writing. And a lot of times people don't actually find it interesting to watch you write. It's not fun. But I've been meaning to think of ways to do it and maybe asked Twitter. So anyway, what do you mean?
Just commission me for like a loop of you like as the lo-fi like anime character like writing.
Yeah.
I'll do that for you.
I brought you to what is very clearly a slam poetry event and you haven't made one snide comment. Clearly, you are fake Anaya and a real Anaya is lying knocked out in her apartment. You must have stolen her overalls.
You are so absolutely not gonna take this from that curly-haired bitch.
I don't know what I've ever done to give you the impression that I think I am too good for slam poetry. When have I ever said that? Don't answer that. Your whole vibe is the vibe of a person who finds slam poetry deeply cringe, which just means you haven't heard good slam poetry. Slam poetry is deeply cringe. Don't say that out loud at a slam poetry event. I actually used to follow someone who just, like, I still follow her, but she doesn't, like, post as much anymore, who, like, won awards for her poetry and the poetry she performed with other people in, like, this poetry group they were in. Slam poetry can be very cool, however, when you are at these smaller indie ones, sometimes it is less cool. Yeah.
Alex makes a gesture with his beer that says, case in point. Rub at your forehead.
If you were so convinced that I would enjoy it, why did you bring me?
Alex shrugs.
What, you thought I was going to change my Friday night plans just for you?
The little smile hovering around the mouth of his beer lets you know he's joking.
Dickhead, just so you know, I'm actually way more cool and open-minded now. Oh yeah? When did this happen? Just now, I decided I'm open to new experiences. I'm doing intense, irrefutable character growth as we speak, and there's no chance I'm ever going to regress into bad habits. Well, that's a relief. Like, for instance, I didn't complain when you bought me a fucking IPA. I'm drinking it, okay? I'm drinking a beer that tastes like a whole ass flower garden in the name of broadening my horizons. Yeah, you deserve the Nobel Peace Prize. I was thinking some kind of cultural reward. Or like, A literature award, Newbery Medal for great character growth. For drinking bad beer and participating in the corniest public activity known to man.
You're a couple words from the end of your manic monologue when the lights go down and conversation cuts off abruptly, leaving you speaking loudly while everyone else goes quiet. Corniest public activity known to man echoes out across the room like a fart in a bathtub.
I know I would, like, absolutely die, but, like, you could have been talking about something else.
Yeah, just like, also, how do you remedy that? Do you stand up and be like, I was talking about juggling?
You don't say anything. You just shut the fuck up and let someone talk about poetry and everyone will forget about it.
Suddenly, every cool person in the salon is looking at you. The asshole, the sloppy bitch, and the overalls and scraggly hair here to talk shit. There were this hair and hair were next to each other, and it broke me. You should probably leave now. You should probably melt down into your component parts, liquid of carbon-based life form.
Pretend it didn't happen or laugh it off. Oh, they just, it bounces.
What would you do if you were in this situation?
Oh, pretend it didn't happen. I am not the type of person to, like, be like, just fun.
I'm just scared that if we laugh, people are gonna think that we're, like, still making fun.
Yeah, well, because I don't laugh it off because it just draws more attention to the moment.
Yeah, I would say pretend it didn't happen. I'm scared that laughing it off would, like, make it worse.
It just draws out an awkward moment longer, is what I think.
And there's the chance that people think you're, like, making fun again.
Mm-hmm.
Alex the bastard is holding back laughter. He did this to you on purpose. You don't know how he managed it, but he did. Maybe this is his performance art. Despite the melodrama in your head, people
literally
you pretty fast. None of them look that mad. What you said could probably be interpreted in a bunch of different ways. You just have anxiety.
So true, bestie.
Literally, I get it so much. Everyone's focus shifts to the woman coming on stage, and you do not blame them in the least. She's pretty. High cheekbones, big, striking eyes, a quiet self-assurance radiating from every motion. She adjusts the mic stand, shakes out her braids, and leads him to speak.
Do you want to take Yolanda? I think this is Yolanda.
Sure. I know Moon drew Yolanda at one point, in case you've seen her somewhere before.
Dude, I have no memory of, like, my past over a month has been packing. I don't remember shit.
Hey, everybody. Hope it's going good out there. She is. The light is in my eyes, so I can't really see shit, but I'm going to assume it's great. That gets a murmuring laugh from the audience. Whoever she is, she's popular. For those of you who don't know, I'm Yolanda, owner of Dispute Salon and founder of Jersey City Slam, or Jersey.
We can't call it Jersey, though. We can't call it Jersey. Because like, that's a ship name. It's a ship name.
Of who?
Percy Jackson and Jason Grace.
Awesome. I need to finish reading Percy Jackson, everything.
Oh, I haven't read anything past Heroes of Olympus. I'm not even gonna, he's putting out a new book that's Annabeth.
Yeah, I heard.
I'm not gonna read it.
Why?
Because I didn't like Magnus Chase, and I didn't really care for any of the stuff I heard about Trials of Apollo. And, like, I don't want to read the Will and Nico book because I fucking hate Will and Nico. Nico is fine as his own. Dude, I hate Solangelo so bad. This is maybe we shouldn't be talking about this on the stream.
I did not know this side of you because I never read up to the point where anyone like I read like where Nico was, but like I thought they were cute just from what I saw. I
hate Will. I fucking hate Will. Well, cause okay, brief pause to talk about Percy Jackson. So I don't like Nico in Heroes of Olympus that much anyway. I think Rick kind of I think he kind of rolled Nico's character development back a little bit. So I don't love him in there, but I also don't like him there because he ends up getting a very large role in a story that already has 7 fucking main characters. So in the last book, he adds 2 more main characters, making a total of 9 main characters that he cannot fucking balance. So Nico in that series annoys me because I don't think his arc is that great, and it's actively pulling away from other characters who aren't written well. Because at some point in this, like, everyone speculates when Rick started getting a ghostwriter, and he will never admit to getting a ghostwriter for that series, but common fan theory is at some point in Heroes of Olympus, he has a ghostwriter. And I just, like, I don't like Heroes of Olympus much. And in, like, Nico's coming out scene, I really hate. A lot of people look back on it now and don't like it. I think Rick won awards for it. Or maybe he won them for... I can't remember when he won it. So maybe don't quote that, because he might have won it for a non-binary character who I have mixed feelings about in a different series. But...
mixed feelings character-wise or representation-wise?
Both. I don't know much about the
Got
character,
it.
but I don't like how I don't like how gender fluidity is necessarily portrayed in that one. Mostly that boils down to there being a singular non-cis character, so it kind of ends up being like a statement on like being non-binary and gender fluid, if that makes sense, because it is the only representation. So it's like, this is all I have to go on, so it feels like I didn't love it. But Nico's coming out, I already don't like. And then
interesting.
It's
I know
do you
Nico
care if I
had a crush on Percy. I know he had a crush on Percy and was rejected, and then like.
Well, he wasn't rejected. He never said anything.
Okay, well I knew it was implied at least. I forget where I stopped reading because it was so many years ago. I know that I read like a decent.
I would argue.
I read a decent amount.
I would argue that even though you can go back and read it as Nico having a crush on Percy, it is not the original intention.
Oh, you think he like?
Of course.
On it. Okay.
Abso-fucking-lutely. The original books, I think they originally, like, the last book ended in, like, 2011? There's no fucking way Nico was originally gay. Are you kidding me? Absolutely fucking not. There's no fucking way. Because you go back and read Nico's admiration for Percy, and it can just be read as, like, a 10-year-old, or I don't remember if he's 8 or 10 when he's first introduced, because his age is very inconsistent. You can definitely read it as either just, like, this is a cool kid who, like, is cool and has magic powers, and he's my introduction to this world, and I think he's really cool. Or you can read it as him having, like, a crush on Percy, and I think you can interpret it either way, especially with, like, the hindsight that Nico is gay. However, there's no fucking way Rick Riordan was, like, in, 2009, so Nico would have been introduced in, like, 2007 or something. No, he was not introduced to be a gay character at all. Especially since not Blood of Olympus, which one does he come out in? Whatever. The second series was not planned originally, so he was going to end the series still technically in the closet, I guess. So no, I don't think Nico is gay. But in the last book, Will is kind of there for like 3 scenes, and he's just very pushy, and I just don't really like him. He just kind of like attaches himself to Nico and tells Nico like how to take care of himself, and it's very like, people loved it, and I just wasn't into the vibe, and I didn't read any of the other ones, so that's on me, but I didn't really like them. If people really, really love the trio book, I might read it, but like, I'm very happy with just the original series and never rereading Heroes of Olympus again. So, you know, that's where I stand, and no one asked. I don't remember how we got here. I don't remember. I have a lot of feelings.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, but that's why. No, that's why. So, I'm the worst Percy Jackson blogger ever.
I think it's really good, actually.
Thanks. Anyway, did we read this line? I think we did.
Sure. Someone charged you a cover fee, sorry, but you got scammed. The crowd laughs again. Clearly, this is a running joke that you were not in on. Despite what you said to Alex, you do think it's a little shitty of him just bring you to a place where he knows everyone and you know no one. Not that you really have that many friends offline. Whatever. Ouch! Ooh! Ow! Owie!
The great thing about
Yeah.
the great thing about a poetry slam, though, is, however, you don't have to make friends. You can just sit there and leave.
All that talk about character development was just blowing smoke up his ass, but it's probably not a bad idea. You could stand to be a little more open-minded. To that end, you attempt polite focus as applause greets the end of Yolanda's intro and the studio lights darken. It's surprisingly not terrible. Definitely not something you'd come to by yourself, and you're not sure if you'd come back, but the talent level here is high enough that it isn't excruciating. There's so many, I feel like, things that, like, you could say that about. Like, that's such a good way of putting it, where it's like, this is good, really good for, like, what it is, but it's still not gonna be for me.
Yeah. Oh, exactly, JJ. Come on, Slam. Welcome to the gym.
I think they should do that.
Oh, yeah.
There's a couple singer-songwriter type acts and some decent freestyle rappers. Even if the crowd gets too rowdy for you to parse every word. Ugh, I need to finish my album. Whatever. I was working on it, like, earlier this week. Some of the poetry is good, too. It's a little dramatic for your taste. Towards the end of the set, the lights go down even further. You're on your second beer, just chilling, when Yolanda gets back up on the stage. The crowd applauds harder for her than they have for anyone else.
So it
which
sounds...
must fucking suck if, like, you were an act.
I bet people expect it, though, because she does, like, I'm sure it's gonna be, like, she's amazing, right? But it could also just, like, you could always rationalize it as just, like, she owns the place. She's the venue. She owns the venue. You know, she's hosting it.
Yeah.
So maybe she does deserve that. It would be funny if she's just, like, mediocre. She's...
Yeah.
I was gonna say, they call it slam poetry, but it sounds like it's more of just an open mic night. For, like...
That just happened to, like, oh, maybe it's, like, themed for slam poetry, but they're not gonna, like, tell you to not.
Well, if people are singing and rapping and playing music, then that's not slam poetry.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, maybe, like, it technically is slam poetry, but, like, a lot of people just don't do slam poetry.
They just do it, someone shows up and starts juggling.
I think that would be awesome.
She opens her mouth and it's just whale sounds. That would be very impressive.
Really good. Really good. Hey, y'all. I've got a new one for you tonight.
Aren't poetry people supposed to snap? Huh? You know, snap your fingers so people can hear the poetry. I don't think anybody actually does that. We did it in my high school classes.
I don't even know what she's talking about. I don't know.
Like, instead of applause.
Oh.
Like at the end,
like
people snap.
Okay. I know what that means. I thought they meant like during the poem you're just snapping your fingers, and I was like, huh?
It sounds like people in this are clapping instead of, so people can't hear. Which
awesome.
So, but I don't know why people are clapping during the poetry performance. And she's saying they're getting too rowdy, and it's like, why? Because, like, I've definitely, like, I've seen poetry performances where they'll be like, ooh, and, like, yeah, and stuff like that. Like, people just, like, reacting. Reacting. I don't know if even if the raps and the music are really good, I can't imagine in this small room, people, like, I can't imagine being in a space where people are so rowdy that you can't hear the words. Clearly that's what's happening here, right? That is what happened. I just, like, I've never been in a space where the goal was to hear...
Maybe you're just in lame spaces. Maybe your spaces just suck.
No, just, like, people know, like, if to hear the words... If the goal is to hear the words, people are gonna wait until the words are said. You know? Like, I've been to, like...
Yeah. Also, okay, JJ, this is new to me. This is all new to me.
Really? Huh.
Okay, so that is what they meant then. Got it. Awesome.
Well, yeah, snapping while they do the poetry, for sure. But, you'd think that, like, if the goal is to hear the words, people would not be like, whoa! Like, you know? I don't know. It's just, like, such a little thing, but it's just, like, so silly to me. I feel like if you went to a slam poetry event and you were, like, loud and rowdy and cheering, that's clearly not, like, they wouldn't kick you out here, but I feel like others, like, you'd get shushed and booed. kicked out because I like gasped too loudly during Anastasia and a woman turned around and went, shh. So like most of the times in these environments you will get like shushed big time if you are being rowdy.
Yeah,
I'm amazed they've created this environment where you can't hear the words being said. Anyway, well, maybe they should. We should start it. You're welcome to snap if you want to. No, we have to snap together if it's just one of us. Shh.
Anyway, yeah, here we go. Hopefully this one hits and isn't... Her eyes flick briefly in your direction. Oh no.
She's like, oh, that's the cringe person who said this sucks.
No. Oh no, is this gonna be a throwaway to what we said? We're sorry, we didn't mean it. Corny.
Someone's upset and bitter.
You're back to wanting to sink into the floor. I would literally be like, I would not. Alex snorts. You elbow him in the shoulder. You need to have a talk about what loving and supporting your socially maladjusted friend actually means, because it sure as hell isn't this. But then the lights go down and Yolanda starts to speak, and it's like flipping a switch. The audience might still be making noise. You honestly have no idea. At this point, you could be hit by a 10-foot wave. You wouldn't even notice you were wet. It's not the words of the poem, though they're pretty good to your amateur ear. Dark shapes moving through a bright day and leaving no shadows, that sort of imagery. And it's not the way she looks either, although she looks good. There's something in the way she speaks, a clear intonation to her words, a cadence to her gestures. It's confidence, but it's also the opposite of that. Indifference.
Night, JJ.
She has something to say, and she is going to say it, even if no one is listening. If Yolanda were performing to an empty room, she'd give the same energy, same calm assurance that her words have value. Someone like you, ever fidgeting and vamping, trying not to look at viewer counts, ignoring vicious comments from out of the corner of your eye, aware that it's only a matter of time before someone comes along and tears all the success out of your hands and scatters it to the wind. It's humbling, to say the least. Her performance winds down, but she maintains intensity all the way through. When she's finished and the lights come up, you sit in thunderstruck silence as everyone else around you applauds politely. You might manage to put your hands together a couple times. There's no way you've only had 2 beers. Where's the fucking ABV on this bottle?
That was amazing.
It comes out breathy and squeezed. You don't think you got any air at all through that entire performance. Beside you, Alex is texting.
I do kind of love that they didn't write her poetry. I'm sure that's part of it, like you just like imagine a beautiful performance, but I always think it's funny in stuff when it's like clearly like a writer was like, I'm not fucking writing that.
I get it, though.
I don't know how
I get
to.
it.
Oh no, I get it. I would do the same. I just always like it. I always notice it. It also probably like they wanted to like talk about her reaction and stuff.
I guess it would take the magic away a little bit.
But like I always notice.
Got it.
Oh yeah, she's really good. Were you even watching? What? Yeah, I mean, I've seen this one before. She said it was a new one. Yeah, well, all of her poems blend together. Wow. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, she's doing like a themed book of poetry or something. You should ask her about it.
Holy shit, you should. It didn't occur up to you. It did. Fuck. Goodbye, everyone. Good stream. It didn't occur to you to go up and talk to her. Your everyday interaction with people is through a screen. Only way to show your appreciation is to like, comment, and subscribe.
Sorry, I'm noticing the music is, I think, a little too loud. Also, I love that you can skip to the ending.
Also, good night, JJ. You're probably gone already. Sorry.
I think it's hilarious you can skip to the ending. They're like, you want to just skip this? Which is fair enough, I guess. Just kind of funny.
Yeah. You shouldn't get pissy at Alex for not being moved by Yolanda's performance. You aren't an artist, but you're close enough to understand that not everything resonates with everyone who hears. On the other hand, You don't want to be the only asshole who got knocked on the floor by a pretty girl saying a poem in the back of a hair salon. No, let this be your Wattpad moment. Go for it. And oh fuck, she's coming over here, isn't she? Hey, Alex. I'm glad you could make it.
Londa, you were fantastic.
Alex's phone immediately goes into his pocket when she walks over. He might be a shitty audience member, but he's not a complete dickhead. Why are you being so rude about him in your head right now? Alex is cool. He's put up with your bullshit for years. Thanks. I was a little worried about that one, honestly. Didn't think it would vibe with the room.
You killed it. Oh, by the way, this is Anaya. I looked at that. I looked at her name. I've said it multiple times on this stream, but I looked at it and I went, I don't know how to say that name.
I think we've both been having moments of just like buffering mentally today. I looked at it and I just felt like utter panic. I was like, what is that? What do those sounds make? And I what's letters?
I can't read tonight, truly. I pulled her out of her cave for the night. Hey, she thought you were great. Hi, I thought you were great, or I'm right here.
Hi, I thought you were great. That's what I would.
I thought you were great.
Yolanda laughs, looking between the two of you like she's trying to figure you out. That's fine, you're unfigureoutable.
Oh, that was a long delay. Sometimes there's like a long delay before the next thing happens, and I'm like, hello? But I don't want to.
Your computer's about to blow up.
Well, I don't want to like double click because I don't want it to like, you know.
Mm-hmm. Hey, thanks. She smiles at you, and you wish you had something else to say, but you know literally nothing about poetry. You can't even fucking remember if it rhymes.
Most slam poetry doesn't really rhyme, so I hope that helps.
Before you can freak, a very tall woman walks up to your seat.
I can do this. Hey, Yo-Yo, I gotta go. You good? Hairstylist?
I guess. Where's Mariah?
She left.
Is it Mariah? Is it Mariah?
The way I can't pronounce words that aren't proper nouns, man.
Got it.
Maybe I need to look up a name pronunciation guide for dum-dums. She left. She needs to get the last bus.
Oh, I thought I ran until midnight on Fridays.
I got no idea. Maybe I misunderstood her.
I gotta get this place put away before tomorrow.
I really have to go.
Yolanda starts fidgeting with one of her braids. For a moment, you think her fingers are shaking as if from fear or exhaustion, but her demeanor is so calm that you might be mistaken.
We're gonna offer to help.
We will. Oh.
Oh.
I like that her chick hat shows the same emotion she does.
Very good.
I've been working for 12 hours, Sarah.
I know. But my brother is about to get off work and I'm not gonna let him walk home this time of night.
Can he wait inside? Right. Of course. Go. I'll figure something out.
I love when in, like, dating sims and other visual novels, a character has an unsymmetrical design. And so when they flip, you notice that things are on the wrong side. Her buttons, that's what I was talking about, by the way. The buttons on her skirt.
Oh. It might be the beers. You still haven't found the damn ADV, but you catch a glimpse. I am losing. It's hitting me. You pass something on to me. But you catch a glimpse of Yolanda's mask slipping. It's nothing radical. She just looks tired. Exhausted. She looks the way you do after a day full of live streaming and tearing apart your kitchen. Before you take the time to think about it.
I can help you.
Huh? Oh, fuck. Now you have to commit to it.
I can help you clean the place up, if you want.
Why? You weren't prepared for this question. You're expecting a polite refusal since you are a complete stranger and had only been half serious.
Neither of these are great. I'm gonna be honest.
I'd say I'm thinking it's a free country because I feel like I have nothing else to do. Sounds like I don't know because all right. My initial now I'm second guessing. My initial thought was it's a free country because I didn't want the first one to sound like flippant, like I don't really give a shit, but like I guess I'll. So that's why I was leaning towards the second one, just because I was thinking like it might sound more like let me do this, like I am going to do this. You can't like shake me out of it. Because I was worried the first one was gonna be more like I don't fucking know or care. But you can make the final call.
I don't know, because I don't like either of them. I was hoping for a very simple, I just want to help. Like, sucks that you're stuck alone. I guess that's technically I have nothing else to do, right?
Yeah, you know, yeah.
I just hate when I just am not a fan of people saying it's a free country.
That's fair.
It's just like, at this point, it just rubs me the wrong way.
I don't like the expression. I meant like in this case of like how we're like, what the underlying message is.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out how, like, I'm wondering, like, if we say that and then we're like, fuck, shit. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Let's go with I have nothing else to do.
Okay. I have nothing else to do. I really liked your poetry and I don't have anything else to do.
You can practically hear Alex facepalming behind you. Come on, man. Psychics are worthless in real life. Yolanda stares at you a couple seconds before smiling hesitantly.
If it were almost midnight and someone offered to help me clean up, there would be no hesitation. I'd be like, bitch, get the chairs.
Sure, appreciate it. Come find me when people clear out, okay? I gotta go small talk a little bit more. She joins the people milling about around the stage, throwing you a brief glance over her shoulder.
Hey, I can't stay late enough for you to pick up chicks with your incredible room straightening skills. Or whatever. I got work in the morning.
He's like, also, I was reading all of your comments. You had 50 suicide deaths. Goodbye.
I'll just get an Uber. Uber. What? Why are you looking at me like I've got food all over my face? Well, you've got something on your face. But I was told, wait, whoa.
We're falling apart.
Oh, God. Well, you've got something on your face, but I was ignoring it because you told me on Instagram.
You elbow him.
I'm not used to you being impulsive, that's all. Whatever. It's not like I have anything else to do. It's either that or sitting at home and posting. You love sitting at home and posting.
Me, I also love sitting at home posting.
Well, it's not good for my brain.
You. This feels like something. You know what? This feels like a conversation between the two of us.
You're right.
I think they're us.
Don't worry about me. You're not my real dad.
You get Alex to leave with a bit more coasting, and as soon as he's gone, you wish he hadn't. You need the phone charger from his car. You're at 30%. I mean, put it on low power mode. You can probably
just
like,
don't use it until you need to call an Uber. I get that sucks. I really do. Go like hide in the bathroom until people go. Like go to the bathroom for 5 minutes.
I feel like, well, here's the thing is, I guess to be fair, like, and the older iPhones really do go from like 30 to 5 fast.
Yeah, but we don't know what kind of iPhone it is.
Yeah. And also, like, I mean, like, calling an Uber itself isn't that long. The only part where you're, like, having your phone actively open is, like, when you're, like, waiting for the Uber to make sure it, like, it's driving to you.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't use it and you set it on low battery and close out of your other apps, 30 is enough to get you an Uber home. Unless, I guess the only thing would be, like, if you're worried about safety, which, like, that's fair. Because, like, I've never taken an Uber, like, at night, but I can't imagine, like, being, like, more, like, skittish and, like, checking my phone a bunch. Actually, that's a lie. I did take an Uber home once, but my boss's boyfriend, threatened the guy, essentially.
Nice.
Because, I mean, like, it gave me, I felt safe and misgendered. He didn't know, but he, like, slipped the Uber driver. He was, like, really worried. He was like, I'm gonna get his license plate.
Oh, wow.
And, like, I'm gonna make sure you're good. And then he, like, slipped the driver a 20 and went, like, take care of my girl. And I was, so, like, I guess he was, like, pretending to be my dad, kind of. And it's, like, as much as in my head I'm, like, not a girl, I was also, like, I definitely feel less in danger now. Because it definitely is, like, it definitely was like I wasn't as nervous as like he and my boss were, just because they were like, is that like safe? And I'm like, I don't have another way back in this situation. Like I need an Uber. But like it definitely like helped the little bit of like, eek, haven't been in an Uber at night before, scary. But I mean the Uber driver was like totally fine. I've never had like a bad experience with him. You need a phone to get home tonight. Shit. You are so bad at this whole going out and doing things element of life. Why bother? Put your phone on airplane mode and wait for the place to clear out. You keep waking up your screen and navigating to bitter before remembering you don't have any signal.
Then great, you won't lose battery. Stop doing that.
Yeah, like put it. I get it, because, well, to be fair, I do like do that thing where it's like that Tumblr post where it's like you rotate between the same 3 apps like a tiger.
Well, yeah,
freezing
but
its
like
enclosure.
I think part of it is like having to. I guess the whole point is there is no that like they don't have the self-control because it's like a nervous tick to like not use.
Yeah.
Like, but like if your phone is really low, what you have to do is you put it in a pocket and then sit on it.
All right, that's fair. It's practically a nervous tick. The boomers are right. You really do be on that phone. Luckily, now that the beers are sold out, people start to leave. The bees are sold out.
The bees are sold out.
Everyone go the fuck home. The bees are gone. And then it's just you and Yolanda the mood lighting. She's counting cash from the makeshift bar with quick, practiced flicks of her fingers, stacking the bills in neat piles. Then she stands for the cash box, head bowed like she's praying or thinking or resting her eyes. You get the sudden impulse to part her hair to get a look at the nape of her neck, an intensely creepy thought to have. She straightens up and whatever spell she'd cast is broken. Hey, thanks again for staying. She's back to politely energetic. She doesn't need to put on her customer service act for you. You live stream. You know what people look like when they're performing.
Well, you know what you look like when you're performing. You know?
Now I'm thinking about Klapalo, but that's a completely unrelated thing. I'm just thinking about different guys right now. Earlier I was thinking about Biddy. Now I'm thinking about Klapalo. There's too many guys in my head. But you don't know her at all. What are you gonna say? Relax?
No problem. Is there anything specific you want me to do?
Can you stack the chairs? Not too high. 3 or 4 in a stack.
Got it. Yes, I can definitely do that.
Stack chairs. You only knock your elbow into one a couple times, and you only drop one twice. Did 2 beers do this to you? You are a little old lady. After you're done with the chairs, you sweep and take out the trash. You hate doing chores, but this is way less awful than doing them in your own apartment. Maybe because you weren't the one to make the mess in the first place. That's definitely it. Like, I have such a mental roadblock with cleaning my room, but like cleaning at work, even though it's like boring because it's a chore, it doesn't like drag me down as much. And I think that's probably why, is the like feeling of like, I don't live here. I can leave this place whenever I want to, technically.
Mm-hmm.
Why clean up when you're just gonna get everything messy again? Clutter doesn't bother you like it seems to bother most people. Drove your mom crazy.
Boop, boop, boop. Which one do you want to ask?
Maybe when did you start writing poetry? That feels like a more like a question to start like a better conversation.
Okay. So, when did you start writing poetry?
Huh? She looks at you with such a strange expression that you wonder if you've committed some intense poet faux pas. Maybe we fucked up.
Sorry, I didn't mean to like first date small talk. I was just wondering. I liked your poem a lot.
Come on, Anaya, you already said that. Linda smiles again, looking slightly relieved. They're really cute. I like them a lot. I like both of them. Like she was worried you were trying to catch her in a lie. Oh, I don't even really remember. I've been scribbling stuff down since I could write, I think. I used to carry notebooks with me everywhere I went. I mean, I still do that, but I use the notes app on my phone, too.
Well, I've never written a poem in my life. I mean, I guess I've written roses are red, violets are blue type poem, but that's it.
Yolanda shrugs. To be honest, anyone can write poetry. She says it like she's had this conversation before. A lot of people must tell her about their dogshit poetry. What else do you say to a poet?
You can say that. You can believe that. Some people just don't write good poetry, though. Like, anyone can write poetry, but, like, is it good?
Yeah.
That's a different question. Probably not everyone. There are so many people who barely have a personality.
Yolanda laughs. One loud ha. Ha! I know that's right. Man, I don't mean to be rude or anything. Like, this is a safe space, you know? I don't want people to feel like they can't come here and be their true, authentic selves.
But some people's authentic selves are boring.
Yolanda closes the cash box and comes over to hold a dustpan for you. You sweep up a cocktail of dust, bottle caps, and little bits of plastic. We used to get this one girl, pretty young, like 21 or 22, and she'd always show up and just do these crazy long poems about the same dude. He sounded really weird, like he had birds, way too many birds.
Wait, she talked about this guy's birds in her poem?
God, yeah, literally in every piece.
Why do we look like we're about to be like, ah, shit, I know that person?
Maybe we are.
Maybe he cheated on her with a toucan?
Yeah, she didn't last that long, but I think about her all the time.
Those fucking birds.
Wherever you are, bird girl, I hope you're doing good.
Pour one out for bird girl.
Real. The two of you finished the cleanup, and now that you've bonded over making fun of some random girl's terrible poetry, Yolanda is warmed up to you. Not that you think she just super likes mocking people. It's more that complaining can always bring people together. I can vouch for being a hater with friends. It's quite literally the best way to live, sometimes. Back in college, the single easiest way to start up a conversation was bitching about the syllabus, the professor, the long distance between buildings on campus, which isn't a problem if you go to my college, which Taya can vouch for.
That's true.
It is one square. You used to be good at making friends. You're not sure what happened. You kept snatching glances at her while you worked. Not to sound fake deep, but ever since you were a teenager, you've only been attracted to people you were intellectually stimulated by. Ugh, you hate hearing how that sounds, even in your own brain. Like you're one of those sapiosexual dudes. But it's true. We are sapiosexual. Celebrities, sure, you can be attracted to them for their looks or charisma, but in real life, it's always been difficult to connect unless they were interesting. Yeah. I feel like I can relate to that at least to some degree. Maybe that's not weird. Maybe it's normal. You don't have much basis for comparison. Yolanda isn't your type, but that's because you don't have a type. You have a list of attributes you pick and choose from to form a perfect human, like Build-A-Bear Workshop, but with someone you wanted to date. I mean it in a way that doesn't sound like a supervillain, though. The point is, you wouldn't be attracted to Yolanda if you hadn't heard from him. But you did, so now you are. And now that that door is open, you're catching glimpses of her other good qualities. You hope she didn't see you looking at her ass. She's way out of your league. You with your Instagram cooking show and your unplucked eyebrows. I love their eyebrows. I think their eyebrows are really good.
Mm-hmm.
Your baggy overalls and unstyled hair. She owns a salon. We're surprised she let you hang around with it this long. Which is why when the two of you finish up and she asks if you want to come over to her place, it knocks you out.
What time is it, man? I'm just always
What'd you
thinking
say?
that. Like, what time is
cut
it in
out.
this game? Because, like, it was, like, midnight before they started.
I mean, usually, like, I'm assuming the cleanup took an hour or two, so it's probably, like, 1 to 2 a.m.
Yeah, I would be
That's
like,
my
that's
guess.
really sweet. Can we do it some other time? I need to go the fuck to bed. I'm sleepy.
I mean, to be fair, if we have, to be fair, one, we do need to charge our phone, and two, like, I don't know about them, and I don't know about Anaya, but, like, something tells me Twitch streamer does not have, like, an amazing sleep schedule. Like, we might be up at this point anyway. Because we said, like, the only thing we'd be doing is, like, being at home and posting, which, usually being online keeps you awake a bit.
Well, yeah, but we have to get home at some point. But also, like, from Yolanda saying she had to clean up, I'm like, are you guys open tomorrow?
Heart wants what the heart wants.
Couldn't be.
I mean, maybe it's just because I'm someone that, like, unless, like, common sense or like someone I care about texting me takes the better of me, I can be up to 3 or 4 with like just on the daily. To be fair, that's because I sleep in because my classes are late this semester. But like, for me, this would not be too late to like potentially go home to someone's place or hang out. But then again, like that's not good for me.
If I did a stream and then I went out and was around a ton of people I didn't know and then cleaned up, I'd be like, great, I have to go lay down.
I mean, maybe we can lay down at her place. No problem or not. I know you mentioned you want to charge your phone. And I live basically upstairs. Right. She's being polite. Makes sense. Well, you don't need to be home at a reasonable hour. Tomorrow is the weekend, and you work at home for yourself, which means it's always the weekend, but more depressing.
Yes or hell yes? Hell yes is a lot more forward, I guess.
I'm like, my instinct is to say hell yes, because she seems like nervous, so it might be like, it just spelled like, I'm gonna say hell yes just because like I'm worried it's gonna be too strong, but I'm also like, she seems nervous about it, like she's worried like we're gonna be like, whoa, watch it.
That's
so
fair,
it'd be a way to
fair.
be like no, don't worry, like it's fine, like whatever your expectations are, we're probably cool with it, even if it's just charging our phone.
Hell yeah, sounds like fun.
Amanda's apartment is nice and looks about the way you expect it to. I love the style of the backgrounds. You check out the small stack of books on the side table while Yolanda goes into her room to grab her phone charger. God, I'm slipping. It's all poetry books. Alice Walker, June Jordan, Jupiter Hammond. Maybe Maya Angelou is the only one with a name you recognize, though you haven't actually read anything by her. She was just in the water through a lot of undergrad. Yolanda comes back in with the charger and a little baggie. You smoke?
Not really. I used to, but I'm not actually that good at it. I suck at inhaling.
It also makes you paranoid, but you don't really want to talk about that. We know what smoking makes me do. It makes me do my job wrong. It makes me go, I'm sleepy, and I'm gonna put the wrong stickers on everything, and then I'm gonna come in the next shift, and the boss is gonna be like, who did that? I'm gonna be like, well, you know, I got edibles actually. I don't smoke much either. At least I try not to.
Okay.
You say it before you can talk yourself out of it. Honestly, the paranoia usually isn't that bad, and it's not like you're gonna do much damage here. Usually when you get paranoid, half of it comes from doom scrolling. Doom scrolling while being high does not sound like a good idea.
Oh, I
feel like
somebody had a glitch with this.
What do you mean?
Someone had a glitch with this in the reviews, and it was saying it was only letting them click one of them, so they couldn't like get around to the other ending or something.
Oh no. Well, if it'll let us, I want to say half, because if we have bad luck with weed, I don't think we should like take the whole thing right away. Okay, good. You eat the gummy she offers you and sit down on the couch. Yeah, it's an edible.
No. It doesn't say we ate half. It just says the gummy. I'm wondering if that's what happened to us too, because I think this person said that they were only getting the full one. It was always reading it as, well, we can check later.
She puts on some music, something cool and trippy that you're neither cool nor trippy enough to recognize. She sits down next to you and notices you looking at her stack of books. Well, maybe we'll get paranoid and die. Who knows? I promise you I read them. They're not just there to make me look smart. She's so pretty.
I mean, you do.
Huh?
Look smart, I mean.
Yolanda laughs. Thanks. So do you?
Hey, thanks.
I thought it meant like so do you, like read, like you. My bad. Wrong inflection.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Well, the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me today.
Yolanda snorts and opens a can of LaCroix. Can we decline it? Oh Oh, do you want one? Just people make fun of me for drinking it, so I always forget to offer.
I'm good. I think LaCroix tastes like a vague suggestion, but you do you.
Related to like drinks, also that's why like a lot of like drink options that are like around is like that are like because I'm like I want to be able to like have a better variety of drinks and see what works for me. But so many of them in like this day and age are all hard seltzer, and I'm like I am not a LaCroix or seltzer person. Like I might try them just to see, but like I just know I'm not gonna be a fan of the taste. See, everyone is so mean. Yolanda would drink LaCroix. She just really seems like the type and fits her perfectly. Whatever that type is, you're not actually sure. You want her vaguely if you are her type, but then you reason that it doesn't actually matter. But like, of course you're not. You don't really think you're anyone's type. But of course it doesn't matter because you don't care. That's not why you're here. Fuck, you've just been staring at her like an idiot. You good?
Yeah, I was just thinking it's actually super easy to make infused seltzer. Like agua fresca, like just sparkling water and fruit. It tastes way better than the stuff you get in cans. Not that there's anything wrong with getting stuff in cans. I should do a show on agua fresca now that I'm thinking about it.
I think the gummy might start being in full force.
I think we might have taken the full gummy.
We're just gonna start shaking her and being like, let's make agua fresca right now. A show?
I have an Instagram channel where I do cooking lives, stuff like that.
You pull out your phone and bring up your page. You've got a ton of comments that Alex hasn't managed to go through yet, and a couple DMs, people trying to correct your technique, calling you a bitch, or offering you bad promotional deals.
Deals in the comments?
No, I mean like, well, it mentioned like DMs and stuff. So I'm
right,
it's,
you're
like,
right.
Brand DMs,
Yeah,
like our HelloFresh moment or something.
Yeah.
Ooh. She takes your phone and flicks through your gallery.
I don't do that.
Oh my god, you're that Anaya? Alex has talked about you before. He works for you, doesn't he?
Kind of, yeah. He just moderates for me. I'm not like his boss or anything.
I don't know why I didn't think about it before. I guess I just think of you as Naya, because, you know.
Naya's noms.
Yeah.
The name is stupid. It was just a joke. I didn't expect to turn it... Nope, I didn't expect it to turn into a whole brand.
I think it's cute.
Yeah, that's why I don't like it.
We're like being thrown a direct hint. We're just like, yeah, I know, we're cringing lame. Sorry. She's like, it's cute. I like it. Like staring at us, and we're like, yeah, it sucks. We know. Yolanda tips her head to the side, looking at you. You don't like being cute? You shrug.
I mean, baby chickens are cute. Little dogs with bows in their hair are cute. 6-foot-tall Pakistani girls are not cute. Sorry, I wasn't trying to, like, fish for compliments or anything. That just came out way too honest there.
No, it's okay. Sorry if I said something to upset you.
No, you didn't. It's just... I don't know. I've had a weird day.
Yolanda tips her head to the side to show that she's listening.
I mean, it's actually not been a weird day. It's been a totally normal day. I was stressed at work. Then I went out and hung out with a friend at a social event. That's a normal thing to do, but it's kind of unusual for me. I don't get out much. And I definitely don't go to poetry readings.
'Cause they're corny? You wince.
We should probably apologize.
I think we should apologize.
Sorry about that. I definitely did not mean to yell it across the goddamn room.
To your extreme relief, Yolanda's smiling. Yeah, I do not know why, like, ignoring it would be a good idea at all. Unless, like, we wanted the bad ending.
Yeah.
It's cool, I'm just teasing. I know poetry isn't everybody's thing, and it's true a lot of amateur stuff is really fucking bad. I worry that my stuff is bad all the time.
What? Are you kidding? You're fantastic. I mean, I know I just said I don't know anything about poetry, but even I can tell that.
Right. I know that I'm good, but also I worry that I just think I am me. Me. Like, am I actually just like that girl with the birdfucker boyfriend? I think I'm being real deep, but actually I'm just boring everyone with my terrible emotions.
I understand that. I guess my job never really has me asking that, because obviously there's people willing to sub and donate, so I know people like my stuff. But then that becomes the whole way I have to tell if I'm doing good, right? Like if the subs go down, I think, well, I'm not as good as I used to be, if that makes sense.
It makes sense. Blah, 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 gig economy, blah, blah,
Extra comma.
blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yolanda's hand is between the two of you on the couch. Without meaning to, you've been closer together. Wow, okay, this hadn't been the plan, but whatever. Almost without realizing what you're doing, you start tracing your fingers across the back of her hand. We are gone.
Yeah.
We are gone. Appreciating how slender her fingers look beneath yours.
Yolanda? Okay, ... slow.
Naya. ... Wow, you're more stoned than you thought you were. See, this is why you don't fuck with edibles. It always feels like nothing, and then like you could communicate with the squirrels that live behind your house. Woo! Win!
Cute!
The art is so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
You kiss her before you can think better of it. She makes a brief noise of surprise before her mouth opens against yours, and she leans into you a little. As you could have predicted, her mouth does not taste like anything, because neither does LaCroix.
Great.
She makes a little sigh, like capitulation, like a shrug, and climbs into your lap, her hands pressed on your shoulders, almost politely. You try to remember why you started to kiss her, why you'd even pushed the car down this fucking hill, and you have no idea where it's going to go. Not that you don't know what you're doing, you've fucked up with girls before. But you can see this trajectory as plain as day. You'll kiss them, maybe mess around, and then what? It'll be awkward. You're going to fuck it up. Perfectly good friendship, and you've gone and ruined it by starting down a road you're not prepared to drive down. I get it though. Like, I feel for her so much. Like, literally, like now this is coming for me. This is coming to me now. And I need to go. I need to run away. I need to run away and hide. Fuck, why do you always do this? Why can't you just have casual sex like a normal fucking person? She's like having a great time, like, yay, we're kissing, and we're just like trying to not start like crying.
Oh, jeez.
You put your hands on Yolanda's shoulders, gently pushing her back. Are you okay? You bite your lip. God, why did you do that?
Hey,
I'm scared. If we got the bad ending, I'm gonna like
I think
blow
we
up.
did.
No! I'm shaking you. It's the fucking edible. We got the fucking edible glitch. Your breathing shakes. You're usually so good at talking. Why can you never get anything out in situations like this? Every inch of you thrums with a desire to just throw her off you and run. Wouldn't be the first time. Hey. She touches your face. Not amorously, the touch is just comforting. Sniffle. Hey, it's okay. You snort, because it doesn't feel okay. You wish you hadn't kissed her. You wish you hadn't come here. You wish you hadn't left your fucking apartment. Fuck Alex, this is all his fucking fault.
I'm sorry.
For what? You look at her, convinced she's making fun of you. You haven't done anything wrong, unless you did and just haven't told me about it yet, but I don't know you very well. So if you robbed a bank or something, that's fine. I won't snitch. You laugh. It sounds watery, even though you aren't crying.
I just shouldn't have done that. I do this thing where I think I want something from somebody, and I do. I think I do want it. But then there's a part of my brain that doesn't want it either, and that part gets wrapped up in all the other parts that don't want it, and then it just makes everything into this half wanting, half scared mess, and I feel sick.
God. Yolanda doesn't say anything.
If that makes any sense.
I'll be honest. It doesn't. Horror creeps through you. Fuck, you just made it worse. You figured she might be okay with meaningless babbling since she's a poet and all. Not that her poetry was meaningless babbling. At least you aren't saying any of this out loud. You aren't saying anything at all. But that's fine. If you don't want to make out, we don't have to. Your laugh just gets waterier.
You probably think I'm a psycho.
I think you're stoned and tired and kind of sad. She rolls off you and sits back down next to you on the couch. Naya, it's fine. I was only kissing you back because honestly, I'm not very good at saying no to people.
Oh, this is awkward.
Oh, yikes. Yikes.
It's not good.
They need to fix the animal glitch. I'm not going to be happy until we get the good ending. I will not be happy because I got really invested into both of them. How about you? How are you feeling so far on the story?
Not feeling great right now.
But like overall, the writing.
Oh, pretty good.
She focuses very hard on the lamp across the room. It is a pretty nice lamp. You know what? Out of respect for Anaya, I'm never doing weed ever again.
Oh, so you're just being nice to me.
You're not sure how that feels. Worse, but also better somehow.
So
yeah, no, like
I
it's.
I guess what this.
I was just gonna. Yeah. Never mind. Sorry, you're good.
So I guess what this really means is we're both assholes.
Yolanda gives you a swift look that breaks into a startle, and I have to go. I have to run away. Yeah, I guess we are. She squeezes your thigh. You're alright, Miss Noms. I fuck with you.
Thanks. I fuck with you too.
Wow, you really are stoned.
And for the record, you don't have to be scared to say no to me. I'll even leave if you want me to.
Yolanda shakes her head. You don't need to leave. Like I said, you're good. That can just be a thing we tried that didn't work. I'm gonna slam my head onto the desk. An inexpressible wave of gratitude rolls over you. The realization that Yolanda is, in fact, not some test or QuickTime event that you have to pass or fail. We failed it. We failed the week QuickTime event, Taya.
Yeah.
That she is that she is a person to whom you can explain your thoughts and actions, not a faceless wall of text or cold algorithm. Saying no now doesn't mean you have to say no forever. Well, maybe not with Yolanda. You probably burn the sex-having bridge for this situation, but with other people. You don't, in fact, have to make the same mistakes again and again, like some wind-up toy set on a trajectory of failure. You could meet someone new at any time. Anything could happen. For now, be happy to chill with a friend. And that's pretty cool. Oh, maybe we did take half of it?
Maybe. Wait.
Interesting.
Okay, hold on. Because I was reading these. I don't know why I was reading the negative reviews, but you know.
Well, I know I will say this game got actually a huge wave of negative attention from white supremacists.
Well, no, I imagine actually most of them did not get on stream or got deleted because there's only like 7 negative ones.
That's good, because I know there was a YouTube video that came out that got like 100,000 views where it was like some like far right guy being like, this game is racist because like there's no white people, and like the creators got like heavily bashed. Like it was really nasty for a little bit, and the game hadn't even come out yet.
Where did it say this? Someone said gummy. Something about the gummies.
I wonder if like maybe there isn't. Maybe that is the good ending. Maybe there's like no like, you know what I mean? Like maybe the good ending is just platonic. Which like if that's the case, and we just like try different people like.
I
and
kept trying to take bug wise, one of the major bugs I've encountered has reduced enjoy. It was during Yolanda's route. Kept trying to take half the gummy near the end to get the good route, but the game kept thinking I took the whole gummy and kept giving me the bad route. Let us. Is there a way that I can? Here. I'm just gonna, because we don't have that much time left, so I don't want to like start a new route, you know?
Yeah. Because it just came out, I don't know if there's gonna be anything like
This edible got hands. So I guess we did
Okay,
get the
so-
good ending. Oh. What? Is that what that means by skip to ending? It literally means, like, skip to the last.
Yeah, I wonder if one reason for that could be because, like,
Oh, right. They said
maybe,
there was
like,
no
if you-
auto. There's no skipping sections at all. So we
Well,
have to click through all of it.
I wonder if it could also be in case, like, you realize you chose the wrong option in this entire, and, like, your playthrough was, like, fucked. You know what I
But you
mean?
don't get to see any of the text is the issue. You just get the CG.
But I mean, like, if you're, like, just trying to, like, redo a run, I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know.
You talk for a second.
Alright.
About
alright,
something.
alright. Are you gonna try to get the bad ending to see what happens?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just need to
Bad
speed up
endings
this.
make me sad. Sniffle. So I guess, so you know what, then I guess that means that, like, the good ending is just things not working out with her. Which, like, if that's the case, then, like, that's fine. I'm a hopeless romantic, so I just kind of latch on to shit. But, like, I completely, like, especially for, like, dating different people, like, that completely makes sense, you know what I mean? I was just worried that there was a romantic ending that, like, we had missed out on, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like that might be the good ending, because I went on to Anaya's wiki page, and obviously the fandom wiki pages are really barren right now, but I think that might be good. I think we did get the good ending.
Okay. That's fine. It's just like, I'm choosing the exact same things we did last time.
Up until then, yeah.
Yeah. Just checking, because since I did see that was a glitch recently, I wasn't sure. And it was because of, like, the wording. They said, like, something about the way they worded the thing about the gummy. I was like, is that right?
Yeah. It might have just been for them.
Oh, no, it's definitely possible it's just for them. Like, that happens. But
Yeah.
that made me think that maybe we got the wrong one. Do. So, I don't.
So what do you think of the game so far?
I think I'm sleepy. Oh, hold on.
I really liked it so far. I think it's pretty funny.
I did not think this one. I don't know about the other two, the other routes, because I know I saw a few comments about how they didn't like how memey it was. This one was the one I thought would be the memeiest, and it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Although, however, there was a character where someone said, like, if I wanted to know, like, to hang out with a fandom mom, I'd go on Tumblr or something. And I was like, oof. So I don't think that was Anaya. That's.
We'll find out when we get there. I
guess. I was gonna call her Ayana. That's not her name.
Yeah. I mean, what I figure is I feel like we'll definitely get, like, a good, like, collection of streams worth, even if we just do, like, 1 or 2 routes per stream.
Yeah, we were also
Like,
very distracted on this one.
Yeah. If we, like, actually actively try to game, we might be able to get through 2 characters next time. I don't know. I can't remember how many people are, like...
I think that somebody in the
options.
comments, I think someone in the reviews said that, like, not a bunch of them are unlocked in this volume.
Got it. Well, that might actually work for us, because that means we'll, like, get to, like, play a bit of it, and then, like, take a break and come back, you know?
Yeah, I'm curious how I feel about the others, because somebody said that the fact that they have different writers for each character, while it's, like, good from an own voice's point of view, they felt like it wasn't, like, cohesive. Because it's different writers, but I don't know. I'm curious about that, because I guess usually when you think about it, you wouldn't write, like, a single character / route and, like, have a whole section of the game that is, like, just yours, you know?
Yeah.
I can see why asking for a skip button would be nice.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I'm definitely like, I get it.
It sounds like this is an issue with Dream Daddy too, though, because that was they were like, oh, it's this engine. There's no like.
Well, if it's Renpy,
I
I'm
don't
assuming
think
it's
it
not
is.
Renpy. Because Renpy's what like a lot of like them are. And I was like, I've played
Oh,
Renpy
it's
games that have
Unity.
skip
It's
buttons.
Unity. Engine.
then-
Every
okay.
time I see a visual novel made on Unity, I cry. This is Dream Daddy all over again. Not being able to fast skip already read text is a major problem in the visual novel medium. It's standard for all visual novels to have this feature. Persistent text functions so you can skip the pre-read text and automatically continue to new text. Yeah,
see.
because that's something
I
that
feel like yeah.
Cinderella Phenomenon had that is really nice. That is the only dating sim I have played, so that should be mentioned. But my one thing is like, oh, this was short. This is like when they say like and maybe it's because they have so many characters you can date. It's very like contained.
Yeah, it was a pretty tiny route, but I mean that might
Be because
I don't know
it's
about like a gaming standpoint, but for us that might work well.
Well, for us that works. It's just like I think in like the other, I think I played a little bit of Dream Daddies and Tony's.
Dream Daddy is long.
Well, it's long, but like what I'm saying is like, even though you can kind of choose a route, like you do interact with the other characters, so you can kind of get to know them in various routes. In this one, it's like you just get to know Yolanda and a tiny bit of Alex, you know? Which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
To be fair, I think it's like, because I think for Anaya, from what I'm assuming, it looks like for Anaya, and then for eventually after we finish all of Anaya's options, Malik, I think it's like a bunch of like smaller routes for each of the two main characters. That's what it seems like. I don't know if there's like a final route after that or not.
We're in new text if you want to read it.
Oh, sorry. You eat the gummy she offers you and sit down on the couch. It's a way nicer couch than yours, and you doubt anyone has spent all day on it lying around sweatily. Alright, we did do that.
We did? Oh yeah, you're right.
Yep. Yep. Text.
Maybe it changes after the kiss?
Maybe.
I'm curious if
if we should have been picking like different ones.
yeah, our choices.
We'll see. We can mess around with it more another stream too if we want to.
Oh, I cannot.
Slow
I
text.
cannot get it to skip past that.
Yeah, I when you did it the first time, I was like, yeah, I wonder if it is just like the amount of bad options. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, no, we pushed her off.
Oops.
You don't, yeah, like it says like we roughly pushed her to the side. You don't have an answer for her because you don't have an answer for yourself.
Oh wait, sorry. I'm trying to get to the. Whoa. Oh no, it. Okay, yeah, their log is a little bit broken.
Got it.
Sorry, I wanted to see if that would. Yeah, but it
That's
isn't.
okay. I just remember that it said like you push her to the like
Okay.
we jolted and like shoved her over.
Yeah.
You don't have an answer for her, and she said something like, "What the hell was that?"
Okay.
Because you don't have an answer for yourself. You thought you could get through tonight without making a total tool of yourself, but apparently even that is beyond you. You can't even make a goddamn friend anymore.
Okay.
Grabbing at your phone, you manage to rip the charger out of the wall and fling it halfway across the wall.
That needed to be rewritten. I don't know if that makes sense.
You cut out for like all that sentence.
Oh, just for you, not for Twitch.
Yeah, no, I figured. No,
they
I
needed
figured,
to. They needed to rewrite that line. It doesn't really make sense. I think halfway across the. Maybe they meant room.
Yeah, maybe. I'm so. Oh, so that's you.
I'm sorry. I have to go. I shouldn't have. Just sorry.
You leave the way you came. Third, as you take the steps 2 at a time, fumbling open a rideshare app. You're crying, you don't know why. This isn't even the first time you've done something like this before. Run off, someone did something really awful to you, and the only awful thing that happened were the possibilities in your head. Out on the street, you wait for Yolanda to come after you. Not that you want her to. Well, maybe you do. Maybe you desperately want her to try to chase you down and ask what's wrong and hold you while you cry like this is a movie. She doesn't. God, you're so fucking stupid. That was so dramatic. You're an idiot. Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah, we did get it. Okay, cool. You had the good ending the first time.
Nice.
Good to know. Good to know.
You know what, thinking on it, I actually kind of like that in the sense of, like, almost like it's a character arc where, like, we're learning things and stuff. In case these are chronological, which I don't know if they are or not.
I have no idea. Oh, we unlocked...
Yay! Oh my god, yes!
Bitches love drama in the workplace until it involves them. Me. I do love drama in the workplace until it involves me. I do love drama until it's...
His design is really cool. I like her.
Yeah, it's good. We have... Oh, we must unlock it once you do some of Malik. Anyway, that's all. That's all for stream tonight.
I'm actually excited to play this next week. I think it'll be fun.
Does this save automatically? How do I save?
Can you... It might be good.
But there's no data.
Do we have our CG gallery stuff?
Maybe it's because we finished a date?
That's what I'm thinking. We didn't save in the middle of one. Was everything in it? Did you check? I know it says like you can pull up the CG gallery. Did you check in it?
Let me check. But I have to go back. And I'm very sleepy. Oh, oh, yep, there we go. I was like, why is this not working? So we unlocked both of them. Oh, there's 4 for Keaton.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is I think it's a lot of, it's like less like long, like, it's like, there's a lot more characters, but the roots are short.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you. That makes sense.
All right, so I'm really liking it so far. How about you?
Yeah. Oh, I don't have it downloaded. That's good. Probably means I have to do it all. Obsessed with the fact that this is their fucking, like, great job, guys. Yeah, it's like, just like, this is like the most anime style ever.
Awesome.
Jesus Christ. It was just, I liked the idea of it. It's fun. They all have fairy tale curses that they have to get broken. I just did not want to deal with yeah. We're now in fan art territory with I was like, I don't want to have to 100% this to get like the final one, you know? But yeah, this was one of the ones I was thinking about playing at some point. I remember sitting at work and playing this game because I didn't want to work at the kettle. Anyway, yeah, that's all. Jesus Christ.
I had fun. This probably won't take us too many sessions to beat either.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, Cinderella Phenomenon is an atomic game. I guess that makes sense.
I don't know what that means, bestie.
It's a dating sim where compared to like a lot of visual novels that like are from Japan, where it's like you're a guy and it's a bunch of like anime girls. Otome means like you're the player character is a girl and it's all guys that you can romance.
That is true. However, well, you know what? My favorite character in that is. I'll have to explain it to you. It's
got it. Exciting. I'll look forward to it.
Okay. Thank you all for hanging out. On Monday, I'm back to Layton. More Layton. Layton always.
You've been getting me, like, I legitimately have an itch to play Layton now.
Layton is so fun. You should just hang out with me while I play Layton.
I like hanging out with you when you play Layton. It's nice. I hope you enjoy when I'm there when you're playing Layton.
I do. It's nice having people in chat. There was a Nancy stream the other day where, like, for a long section, no one was there because Elliot had gone to bed. And I knew there was people watching, and I don't mind usually people lurking. I really don't. It's just like a fact. Like, not everyone wants to talk. Some people just put you on in the background, and I'm totally okay with that. I don't need people to be talking. However, it does make me very uncomfortable when no one is in the chat.
That's fair. Well, I will always be here for you.
Sometimes you're in class, so that's a lie.
Yeah, but when I'm not in class, and also when I feel like it, and also when I have the energy to get up out of bed and open my laptop, then I'm there for you.
Yeah.
When all those things come together, I'm so here for you.
Yeah. So on Monday, I'm working on Miracle Mask. On Thursday, I'm doing Treasure in the Royal Tower, Nancy Drew, and then we'll be back with more Validate next Friday.
And then after this game. Maybe I'll make Taya. Maybe we do a single Doki Doki marathon.
Yeah, maybe. It'll just depend on.
We can
when.
start like an hour earlier or something and just blow. We won't be able to play Doki Doki Plus. I don't even know. I just know that it has other routes in it. But if we're just talking about the classic game, we might. I have to look up how many hours it is. I might be underestimating it. But if we start like an hour early, we might be able to do that. And then after that, maybe I'll make Taya play Tales from the Borderlands.
Yeah, we'll see. I need money first, so.
Well, I can.
Oh wait, you have that one. Anyway, yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that can be we got a log. We got a queue. We're good.
All right. That's all. Thanks for coming. See you next time.
Bye.
Have a good day/night, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.